should have changed. Did the picture change?
Oh, I should have updated. Where's all this first? I gotta go to your thing.
What is that?
Someday. Someday.
I think this chair here is in my way. So until Daniel B comes, I guess
What is going?
we'll just hold on to this. Come on. Let's move this out of the way. Daniel B is letting go of something.
Yeah, he always makes for an awkward beginning, man. He's always here or there or anywhere. How y'all doing?
We have a comment section for that. So Daniel B, I think, is in the bathroom. At least that's what appeared, right?
Yeah,
It appeared that he's like doing some bathroom things. So,
you send a video.
I hear the toilet finally. But we have some remnants of him here.
Yeah, this is good. It's good enough.
Who gets the pillow with their face on the pillow? What is this? What is this like as far as the psyche of this? What is the temperament of this human?
I don't even know if it's an egotistical thing. I don't know because maybe they think it's a humor thing. Oh, it's both sides.
Both sides.
All right, that's crazy.
One side this way, same expression.
Now that'd be funny if someone gave that to me as a gift. My face, but I would keep it in my
so
room.
the assumption is this wasn't given to him as a gift.
Yeah.
The assumption is that he bought this.
Especially, it looks like it was
made?
made. It had to be made. This guy, and it's well made. Yeah.
Well, look, there is a little bit of signage there.
Maybe we can get a, advertising deal with Snugsy. A free plug.
Snugsy. Snuggle with yourself. Fuck everyone else.
Snugsy.
Snuggle with yourself.
Fuck everyone else.
Fuck everyone else.
That's, oh shoot. Snugsy.
Do you have your Snugsy? Do you have your Snugsy?
I don't, but I sure wish I could have.
I wish you could have your Snugsy too. But you know what? If you call this number right here at the top of the screen, you can have your Snugsy.
Whoa. You mean I could have my face look all over this oval like this?
Like this.
Wow.
Wow.
Thanks, Elvis. So we're gonna keep holding them up?
Yeah, I'm a home.
All right.
I'm a home.
So before the man of the hour comes, the third man or the final man or whatever you like to call him, we got a video that you sent over that we're gonna talk about. You got anything you want to say about the video beforehand? While you're messing with, actually, upside down looks kind of trippy. There's something messed up looking about that.
And I think this is a recent picture. Being the grays here, I don't think this is like an old. This looks fairly new.
I mean, he has a bunch of hair.
No Botox. And look at it's kind of true because if you look at him this way, no, he could be bald, but then you got to keep him going. There it goes. So it's kind of realistic, being that it's all the way back like that.
Actually, that face is very detailed. You can see it make out all the marks on his face. It's kind of tripping me out, kind of distracting me.
Yeah, how are you gonna keep us waiting, man?
I mean, that's incredibly rude.
I know. Who raised this guy over here? You want to sock him? Sock him.
Sock 'em boppers. Oh, I even feel bad hitting that thing.
don't feel bad.
That looked like he actually felt it.
Right,
He's
the eyes
grimacing
squinted.
immediately. Yeah, he's
There was
grimacing.
grimacing going on.
Ladies and gentlemen, please excuse these gentlemen here.
Now we got Daniel B in the house, y'all.
Excuse you. Excuse these gentlemen. You're the one who's late and in the bathroom. We're getting ready to host a show. But that is a. Can you answer just one thing? Was that a gift? That pillow?
Yes, it was.
Oh,
I didn't buy it myself. I'm not that narcissistic.
wait. Who got you the gift?
Friend of mine.
Female friend or male friend? Say
Well,
female,
it was
please.
it was a group effort. It was my
So
team,
people
my
got
team.
together to get that for you.
Yes,
Okay,
because
your
they knew I
team.
love myself.
Mm,
So why not look at beauty every time? You know, I ain't gotta go to the mirror now.
nice. I like that story. That's a pretty good story. You know, it's like you working with a group of people and they hand you a gift, and it's that gift. What are they saying?
Yeah. You think so? I'm saying Elvis. It sounds like Elvis insinuating that there was some shade with that gift.
Absolutely, there was shade with that gift. That's not a gift you give because you love somebody. That's a gift that you give to say something.
Anyway, so people. So that is that expensive to make? That people had to pool together to buy that?
I don't know.
These are working class people, though, Ulrich. They don't have the money. They have to work together.
No, one was
Hey,
actually,
hey,
nah,
hey,
one was
hey.
actually very, very wealthy.
Oh,
But
okay.
anyway,
All right. So we got this video that we were gonna talk about. This. Do you remember the title of the video?
The title of the video is 14 Ways to Break a Woman's Ego.
Yeah, and so I sent it over to you, Daniel, and I think you were gonna try to get it on that big TV. Now, how was your week? Your week so far?
Well, I got over that horrible cold that I had. I blew my nose. I went through 4 boxes of tissue all by myself, and I was blowing my nose so much I kind of ruined my nose a little bit.
go to YouTube.
Yeah, we did miss an episode last Louis because I was just under the weather. But we're back. Did you miss us?
Well, I missed you, and that's a fact. There's no going around that.
All right, so we're just pulling up the video for you guys. And it's called 14 Ways. I started saying it so you could read out the rest for me. 14 Ways.
To destroy a woman's ego.
I started saying it so you could read out the rest for me. Oh, whoa, that's trippy, man. I got it.
This is.
Oh, wow, that's trippy, man. that's trippy, too. I got it.
What's up, lovers? How are you doing today? Today, I'm
What's up,
making
crap?
a video
It's kinda
about
hot.
14 ways that are proven to destroy women's ego. Yeah, I know the women are gonna hate me today, but hey, those women sometimes they be thinking they're like, I don't know, I don't want to rape women, but they be thinking they're fucking 10 because you guys, not you because you guys know better, but because some men be like putting them on the pedestal, acting like, oh my God, they're like some creature that they've never seen. And because of that, those women think like they're better than what they are, or they be thinking that their value is higher than yours. Once they think that their value is higher than yours, it's over. They're not going to be interested. Most women want to date up. So they're not going to go for somebody that they feel like is.
Does anyone here think that she should have had subtitles?
No.
He's very understandable.
No,
You
she's
can
a-
understand this.
No, I can understand. She came in very like hot, like just like, shot out of a cannon. That's the only thing that I took away from it. But I can understand it. I can understand.
She's French. She's
Oh, that's what she is?
She's an ex-pro volleyball player from France who said to herself, "I don't want to work for nobody."
She is.
So she came. She does a really interesting driving show where she goes to exotic car places. They actually hand her the keys of the car, and she uses a lot of profanity. She uses a lot of tits, a lot of
she's hot
ass,
stuff, man.
and she's over 6 feet tall. By the way, she's about 200 and maybe 190 pounds. 6'1", about 6 foot tall, and professional
Very,
volleyball
very
player.
beautiful, very beautiful.
Right. And this is the results right here. What we got here is, and she also does a dating show called Pineapple, the Pineapple Show.
Yeah, you were saying that earlier.
And she does a show where she gets a girl and she hosts that one person. So let's say you're gonna be on my dating show. It's all about you, and we're gonna get a bunch of people to call in. And as soon as they say something you don't like, you say pineapple, and they get disconnected and on to the next one.
Oh, that's like that weird. There's a weird show like that where everybody's in like the white room, and then there's a red button, and you sit in front of each other. You gotta press it.
You gotta press
Yeah.
that button. Right.
All right.
So this is what she does, and now she also has different segments, and this is what she just recently went viral. As you can see, almost 1 million views on this. So this is not like a slouchy thing. I personally think she should have had subtitles. I think that 770,000 views would have been 1.2 mil. Yes. So I think
But
she's.
I thought people decide to click on something after they just look at it, for not like if they understand it. So if they had to.
No, but if you know, okay. And look what this also says. 10 months ago. So this is not new. This is why we don't worry here at Premium Black News on our views, because we know in time people will get to it. We got into hers. And this is pretty good stuff, though, I have to tell you. I just want to give a little background.
Less than that. So, you gotta destroy her ego. And I know it sounds bad, like destroy her ego. It's bad. But some women fucking need it because I'm gonna be a little mean or a little real. We'll say real. Some women are really like 4 and 5s. Seriously. Maybe all they have is looks. Some of them don't even have looks, but because they're women, they get all these attentions from thirsty guys, and then they think they're like fucking 10 when they're not even that good looking, and they're not even just the looks. Where's the brain? The brain is fucking missing, and because you guys are gassing them up, they think they're somebody, and they think they're better than you. So today, I'm gonna tell you what you need to do to make sure that she don't think like she's better than you. Because the moment she thinks she's better than you, you're done. So you always have to be looked at as higher value than her. So before we start, I started a Patreon at www.patreon.com/MannyMonaco. So if you want to check me over there, see a little more sexiness, more pictures, and some extra videos too, talking about me a little, and some tips. Yes, so it's a bunch of shit over there. So go over there if you want to support me. So anyways, 14 ways to destroy her ego. Yes. Little disclaimer before we start. This is gonna work only on women that think that they're the shit and that nobody can touch them, but actually they're not. So those are like the one I would call kind of like bitches. Because they already decided in their mind, like, they're better than you, and those women need to be dealt with the proper way. So don't get me wrong, don't do that with women that actually know their real value, their actual value, because it's not gonna work for them. You're gonna act like that with them, and they're gonna be like, get the fuck out of here. But the women who don't know their values for real, they're gonna fall for that. And you're gonna get her. So let's go. Number 1, never validate her looks. You cannot. I am sorry, yes, I know. I would tell you, give me compliment, I love it, but I feel I can handle compliment, and I always appreciate compliment. But a lot of women, their ego is gonna be boosted so high that they're gonna think like they're better than you. Just because you think she's fine, now she's better. Do not compliment her looks. You can give compliments as far as like her personality, her energy, that one is a nice compliment, or something that she's done. Oh my God, I love how so comfortable you are talking to people in public. Stuff like that. Compliments like that, because you don't want to put her on a pedestal. Also, every guy is fucking, especially if she's beautiful, and even the ones that are not beautiful, people are gassing them up left and right. All guys are doing it. So you come off as like just a regular dude who is doing the same shit that everybody else is doing, and she's not gonna value you. The more you boost her, the less she's gonna want to pursue you. Number 2.
Wait.
You never.
I don't want to be here all day. This is something that I have to be honest with you. Daniel B has been doing since the moment we hung out as young adults.
He's not lying. He is not lying. I used to do that.
Ah.
Wait, to give her compliments?
Never.
To never give
Never
her
give her
compliments.
compliments.
I'm the
One
one,
time, Daniel and I were at a bar, and this woman swore she was so cute. Daniel says to her, "You don't look bad for a 15-year-old boy."
I was kind of hostile, man. Jeez.
Do you remember that? We were across the street at Miss Wells. But when the Miss Wells, you know, the chicken and waffle spot,
Yeah.
they turned it into the other spot,
Yeah,
whatever that spot was.
Harlem something.
Harlem something, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And you had told her you don't look bad for a 15-year-old boy.
Hey, that's angry, man.
Yeah,
That's
because you know she had like a very childish
I get
body and
the-
stuff, you know. But yet she was like flaunting herself, acting like everybody wanted her, and that's one of the things I remember really big time.
I bagged her,
Cold,
too.
brother.
No,
Yeah.
All right,
Of course, he
Yeah,
bagged
that's
her.
it.
That she couldn't accept the fact that he said that she threw herself at him. He might have had her in the bathroom too. Now that I think about it.
Oh, heyo.
He never even, he didn't treat her like a lady not once. All right. The next time we will stop it again because this is 14 and then we don't need to have a 2.5 hour segment on this. So we'll just.
And look, and holy crap, man, she's like really like start like the outwardly like and shockingly and starkingly beautiful. But holy crap, her voice, man, is out of control.
Her
man.
voice and her
Out of
pouty
control.
mouth.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
out of control.
That pouty mouth. What do you think about the pouty mouth?
the silly, the
Yo, Daniel,
goofy,
can I sit on this?
the goofy faces, man.
If you want though, this one is better.
Oh, no, it's strong.
She turns her 10 into a 9.
You was giving her a 10?
No, I was giving her no. She's like no. Her face, she got the perfect face for me. That's the perfect. That's my kind of face.
Well, she is a very attractive woman.
No, but I like her face, but it's just her goofy expressions. It's just the way she uses her face. It's just whoever's controlling that machine is just.
Do you like it? Are you a fan?
No, her machinations. No, I'm a.
What machinations means facial expressions?
Yeah, the movements. No, I'm not a fan of that. The movements.
You're not a fan.
No, her move, and that really could turn a guy. You know, that's like her inside showing out. Her outside, the way she like is all extra and all dramatic and all stuff like
Right.
It distorts her face to the point where it actually erodes her attractiveness.
So you're saying her facial expressions are taken away from her beauty?
Yeah.
Where I say, I don't mind the facial expressions. It's that damn pouty mouth that takes away from her beauty.
That's part of her expression.
What
That's
say
her
you,
expression.
Daniel B? The pouty mouth in a woman, an attractive woman.
To me, it's all the same. She's beautiful. So I mean, there's a lot of beautiful women.
Yeah, but how do you feel about a woman who curses a lot?
If she's being herself.
Oh, potty mouth.
Potty mouth.
Potty mouth. I think you said pouty. Like she was
Oh, you
pouting.
mean pouty.
I
No,
think you
no.
said potty mouth. I'm
Potty
sorry.
mouth. What am I? Yeah, maybe
I mean,
saying
I'm not
it.
Yeah.
not a big fan of it, to be honest. I mean, but it depends on the situation, and here she's being herself, and she's able to do it. So I kind of.
Oh yeah, I don't care about women who curse. That doesn't turn me off. It's just
Really?
it's just the distortion of her face.
So women cursing, no big deal.
No, not cursing like just just wakes up in the morning just like, oh fuck arse, just like. All right, so
Now to be waking up to a man kicking and cursing. You just
Like
did a
this-
kicking motion. What woman wakes up and kicks the bed? Oh fuck! What a
I
great
just
day.
need that extra, that real, I don't know, that type of energy. I'm not attractive. I'm not saying a woman who curses at any point turns me off.
Right.
I'm saying a woman who is just constant, who can't articulate herself otherwise. That's just the same as anybody who can't articulate themselves without cursing.
All right, let's go. Let's hit the next.
She's not gonna value you. The more you boost her, the less she's gonna want to pursue you. Number two, you never ask for a commitment. No, like never. With those girls, they're so used to guys being like, oh, I want to be in a relationship, oh, this, that. No, you're the dude that's like way too cool. You don't need the commitment. You don't need to have that conversation because you know what? You probably enjoy having other bitches. You can make her feel like maybe the commitment will come, or maybe you're not talking to other women, but you're never gonna ask for that. The less you ask for commitment, the more she's gonna want it. It's just something mental, like, oh, how dare he not wanting to be my boyfriend? He doesn't want me to be his girlfriend yet. It's been a month or two, we're talking, he still hasn't asked me to be his girlfriend.
Actually, wait, pause
That's
again.
not-
Sorry. Actually, now, yo, I'm actually seeing if she talked like a little sweeter, she would have. I would definitely would have thought she was a 10. Like if she talked a little softer, a little nicer, I actually would have. I've seen what you said without like the kind of extraness and the kind of sort of aggressiveness. I
Right.
definitely would have found her like a 10.
And could a woman with a nose ring be a 10?
Oh yeah. Nose rings are kind of cute to me. I don't
Okay.
like piercings necessarily, or I call them piercings. But nose rings are cute.
All right. Daniel,
Yeah.
nose ring.
I'm cool with it.
Okay.
Very Afrocentric.
I'm not a big tattoo guy. I don't care the tattoos. I'm not a big fan of.
Right. Full arm tattoos reminds me of very outgoing sexually. Women have the full arm, you know, the full length arm that she has. Reminds me of.
Oh,
that.
it's a full.
Yeah, she
No,
and she
that's
has her
too-
leg done too.
it's too
One of her
much.
legs are done as well.
drive her crazy, and then she's gonna pursue you more to try to convince you that she's the one that needs to be your girlfriend. Also, by telling her that you want commitment from her, she's gonna feel like, oh, she's the best that you can get. Number 3, never chase for validation. Yes. Why do you give a fuck about what she thinks of you? Why do you give a fuck about, oh, she needs to tell you, oh my God, you look so nice in those pants. I'm not saying it's not nice to hear, but do not like go fishing. You go fishing for those compliments because you come off as fucking insecure. You
Do
don't
men
need
do
to hear
that?
compliments from other people because you know you're the shit. You know you look good. You know when you walk on the street, everybody's fucking staring at you. You don't need no fucking compliment from her. If she wants to give them, that's fine. But don't be asking like, how do I look? You think I look good, huh? Like, shut the fuck up. You know you look good. You don't need to ask her. You know that she thinks you look good too. Number 4 goes
What do you think about that?
I think there's so much truth into what she's saying.
Tell us. But come over here, D.
Yeah, let's get back so we can engage back with the audience.
But you're gonna have to go back. You're gonna have to yeah, you could just lean right there, man. Lean on
Oh,
the
shit.
lean on the edge.
No, it's okay. I can.
Wait, let's move this cool box.
I feel like a hip cat. It's okay.
Now lean right there. Yeah, you're good.
That's a
That's
hip
perfect.
cat.
We're sitting on Daniel B's new stools that he just acquired today. It was a hostile takeover merger kind of a thing that happened, and Daniel walked away with some $500 chairs, stools. Good job, my friend. Good job. So, Ulrich is saying what again? You're saying
So I
well,
think she might-
Daniel, no. Daniel B said there's tons of truth to what she just said
So
about not needing to be validated by a woman.
Yeah. It's so that so what she's saying is something that I utilize great part of my life. No longer. Stop doing that. But what it does, it makes
Wait, what is it? What is it that you utilize?
so it's kind of, I hate to say this, but it was more of like I would walk up to a girl and say the most beautiful girl and be like, "You really not that hot."
Oh, that's
No. That
right.
was the first one.
Yeah.
This is the third one where she said men shouldn't ask a woman how do they look.
Yes, because you have to be the prize to these women that feel that they're the prize. They have to look at you and be like, "Oh wow, like he's very secure in himself."
Right.
The minute you're insecure, she's like, "Well, he doesn't even know how he looks." Because remember, she now after the step she just said.
Wait. You saying that a woman thinks that if a man needs to be validated is because of his
Well,
insecurity?
no, those type of women, like she said, this is not for a woman who would accept the man for who he is, and for those type of women who really.
This is for the chick who thinks she all that, who you just trying to smash.
Exactly, or just who thinks she's all that and that she just, her shit don't stink.
So she's giving advice for women that you probably shouldn't be pursuing.
Yes, exactly.
Gotcha, continue.
Exactly. But and that's, she says that in the beginning. That's what I liked about her. She said, this is for the woman who really puts themselves really high on a pedestal. And it's like she said, she's like, she calls them a bitch. I would never do that.
Is she really differentiating her? All right.
Yes, she is.
All right, this
and
is-
she
all right,
said,
that's-
because she if you listen to what she said in the beginning, she said, yeah, this is not for the women who, accept men, take a compliment and everything else. Is the one who's like, you know, like just
Is she?
Yeah.
Is she? Is so? Is
These
she,
are for
so
the
is she
4s and
not?
5s
She's
that
not
think
like
they're
this.
9s and 10s.
no.
Okay.
These are for the
No,
9s and 10s.
No. These are for the 4 and 5s that think they're 9s and 10s.
No, but you understand, these are the 9s and 10s, and that's what she's saying. These guys put them on the pedestal so they even feel that they're 9s and 10s, and they are. This is for the most. I hate to say this for fellas. This method works for the most beautiful, amazing,
Oh, he really wants
Oscar winning, Grammy winning, whatever.
Right.
It works. What she's saying is so true. But as you realize, those are not the ones you want to pursue.
As you get older, you mean?
Yes.
Okay.
Or
so
even
you're saying
smarter. It's,
You. Let me just say this. Oh shucks. There we go. How's that? All right, that's cool. You meet a chick.
Mhm.
You're going out. Maybe this is date number 2. You are looking great. The last thing you're going to want to do is try to see if she'll say, "Oh my God, you look so good."
Yes.
Okay. And this is for the woman that you're not going to wife. This is the woman who you're just going to that party with, or you're just going to smash, or you're just going to go to somewhere local, not too far away. The tavern, go to the local tavern, boom, then you're back at your place. And while that happens, maybe you meet them there. You don't look for her to just goo goo and gaga over you. And are there men that do that? Have you ever done that? Have you ever asked a woman, "How do I look?"
Never ever.
No, I have.
But
I have. You know, just as you know, because once you're secure in yourself, you just want that. You do want that validation that she says you shouldn't ask for.
Yeah, but that's a woman you're in a relationship with.
Exactly.
See, I'm talking about just a regular, quickie, one of the bench. These are. I guess let's just put it like this. Let's put it in context. This is for the bench, the women that are on your bench, because you're gonna have the girl who you want to marry, who you're gonna at least have her want to have her in a wifey status. But while that's happening, maybe you're courting that woman. Maybe you're not even intimate yet with that woman. So you got a nice little bench. And while you got these women on the bench, you never ask them how I look. You know how you look.
Yeah, exactly. And what it does, it makes women love confidence.
Right.
They especially women that are 9s and 10s that act like they're 20. They love that security that you have.
Right.
And then they start waiting for validation from you, for you to say that she looks pretty. She wants that. And you're just...
And she said in rule number 1, never do that, to make sure that you could tell her her energy is nice. I like the way you could work a crowd, but you never tell her that she's beautiful.
No,
Would
you
agree
don't
with
say,
that,
yeah.
Ola? Do you ever tell a woman she's beautiful?
No, I don't talk. I don't give those kinds of compliments. But I will say I like your face, and I say something like, "Hey, you don't look too shabby," or something like that. Like I think that's my version of. Daniel being like, "You're not that attractive," but I wouldn't say that in a way. You're not that hot. I would say, you don't look too shabby, because it's still a compliment, but. For some reason, that women are like questions come from when you say that. What do you mean I'm not too shabby? Blah blah blah. So it initiates a conversation of some sort.
Well,
But I've never even even it's very occasional women I'm in a relationship with, I'm saying, "You're beautiful," not because I want to hold back that validation. It's because the compliment sounds sometimes it sounds a little like gross, and I don't know. It just doesn't sound. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean.
The word, I don't know. Beautiful is such a vague
Wait. If
compliment.
you don't want to tell a woman she's beautiful, Ori, there's no reason to try to explain why you don't want to tell.
I just don't like
using.
I don't think that it's kind of an arbitrary compliment. It's kind of a random compliment. I don't even know what it means. Like you're beautiful.
You don't know what a beautiful woman means?
No, I don't know what it means to say for you to consider someone to be beautiful. I know when
Well, let me
like
say,
because all right, sorry.
I say beautiful, and I mean it as it could be their energy, it could be the way they look.
That's attractive though.
No, it's beautiful because it depends. Beauty's an eye of the
Attractive means
beholder.
I'm drawn to something.
No,
You, whether
I
it's
mean,
your look or your
just-
energy, I'm drawn
No,
to you.
it could be like
beautiful. Just is, you know what
it's
I'm
like a
saying?
flower. You just love it for being who it is. It's like that's a beautiful flower. That's a beautiful plant. Like whatever the case is, I think it's different for each person. But for me, beauty is that. It could be. You don't have to be the most attractive, but you could be a beautiful person inside. To me,
Yeah, certain
So I'll be
certain
like, you're
personalities
beautiful,
personalities
you know?
can draw me to even when
but also
yeah.
beauty is so many different attributes to being beautiful to me. Now, but let's get back to what she was saying. I didn't use beautiful. I use beautiful, but the tone of it.
But
It's
I'll
like,
tell you,
yo,
the difference
you-
between attractive
you
and
know.
beautiful is attractive has to do with me. Beautiful has to do with them.
Mm-hmm.
Attractive is as honest I can be is because saying something about you is drawn, something about my personal characteristics and something about what I like is making me want to go towards you. So it's almost me getting, you know what I'm saying? But beautiful is kind of arbitrary and vague. Beautiful is just you're just this. You're good. Like that's saying you're behaving good. You're I don't know.
Let me just say this. I've never told a woman she was beautiful, other than my wife. Any other woman I've been with, I've always just maybe told them they were fine, or I like the way you look tonight. You look beautiful tonight. I might have done that, but that was like full relationships. Any
Like,
woman
shit can kill me.
just like it's too bright.
Yeah, it's
All right, I could just turn it
the
this
whole
way.
time up, yeah,
How's that?
that much better.
Yeah, but now I'm missing that face. No, you're right. That's fine. So I would always be like, I never used it. I would purposefully be around a woman for weeks and months at a time and not say anything like that. Because I knew that there was a lot of power in that.
So did you refer to him with any terms of endearment? Like,
Yeah,
oh, I
I-
like your company.
I like your company. I like your hair. I like the shoes. You're sexy in that. You look really sexy in that. Damn, look what it would always be marked around some sort of sexual innuendo. Anytime I talked about a woman, it would be like, I love your mouth. Just, I love the way your lips are. Your lips are amazing. I never try to tell a woman that her presence, to use that word beautiful. I never was, especially when I was dating, I would purposefully not use those words.
I think I just used to use you sexy because I know when the girls used to say they used to ask me, am I beautiful? And I'd be like, you alright.
Wait, women would ask you?
Yeah, that's what I just. That's
Or
what
they'd
I
be
was
like,
thinking.
or they would
That's
say,
what I was like,
or they would sit
whoa,
there and say,
whoa.
hey, do I look good? And I'd be like, you're alright.
Yeah, Daniel was very rude like that.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
don't
I
wanna
used to
be.
be rude like that. That's the past.
Daniel used to be like that. He's no longer like that. All right, let's move on to the. Make sure we get that.
Yeah, I was
We don't
gonna
want to ruin the word. All right, let's move on to the next one. Let's back up just a
You
smidge.
need one.
No.
You know,
We're gonna go right back to sitting down, D.
With number 3, dress really nicely when you go outside with her. Always, always. You know what? Because you want to take the attention away from her.
that's
So
what.
she's
That's
gonna
not.
walk down the street and
What?
then usually she.
What kind of man could take it? I don't care how good looking a guy might be.
You can just sit right there for one second.
How good looking a guy might be. If a man and woman are walking together and the man ultimately draws the attention, there's something odd with that picture. Either he's too peacocky or she's just not really good looking. Because no matter what, you know what I'm saying? That
I don't. I disagree with you, Ulrich. I think that a man should be stepping out, looking good at all times.
I'm not saying looking good or looking bad. I'm saying looking good to the point where it takes the attention or where the attention gravitates to you rather than the girl you're with. More so to you than the girl you're with. That's odd. Like,
No,
I'm not saying
no.
Can I say
No.
something? I gotta
Yeah,
jump in this
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
So I don't think it's you're taking the view. It's like when a guy sees a beautiful girl and then sees a good-looking guy, it makes sense. I think women feel the same thing.
Do you want to walk around with a girl you're more attractive than?
No, but they should also be like, she compliments him, not like, oh, how did he get her?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it's I'm not saying it's like. I'm not.
Just
I'm
lean
not.
back on this.
All right, I'm not talking about the other extreme where it would be like the girl is completely looks 10 times better than the guy. I'm saying it's so much. You guys are both walking together, and the attention immediately goes to the guy. Say you're going out in a situation that's odd. no matter what, I'm not saying even if you're proportionate, being a proportionate in attraction, the attention automatically goes to a guy. That means you're doing something to garner attention, and that's not something that a male would normally do. You're trying to bring attention. You're peacocking. You're wearing a white tuxedo when you're going out to dinner.
No, I
And
get you,
peacocking means when the peacock opens up the feathers to attract someone. To attract.
That's
what you're
that's
saying?
a metaphor. Yeah.
So the metaphor is who's peacocking, the man?
If a man and woman are going out together, and the man consistently garners the attention
Right.
when they're walking, I think there's something wrong with that picture. Because the woman, no matter what, they dress more. Say you're going out to eat, they're showing their breasts, they're showing a little more of their legs. Something should draw more. In other words, when you're looking at when you're watching TV or when you go into a bar, or you're watching television, what attracts people to watch that show?
Well, let me just say this, Ori.
I mean, that's rhetorical. That's also rhetorical. But what attracts people to the show, or what attracts people to a bar or a restaurant? Is it the men that are standing out? And I'm just saying, the woman, sex sells, and female sex is what kind of sells.
Yeah, but you see,
Go ahead, David.
so I think you're looking at it in a different perspective. I think what she's saying, you're standing out. Remember, women will sit there and look. If they see a beautiful woman with this guy, the guy automatically becomes more attractive.
Boom.
So by dressing well, they're like, oh, it makes sense. Wow, he's good.
Yeah, but you just described what I'm saying is the appropriate thing, because you're looking attractive by contrast to her.
And another thing,
that's what you're referring to, you being in contrast to her.
But no. But you gotta understand, Ori, I am a peacock.
Of course you're a peacock. Don't tell me. I know you the kind of guy that on your first date you would wear a blazer and a collared shirt.
Right.
You would.
Yes.
Of course, that's out of control.
No, you see, but the thing is, you understand, it's more of I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable in that.
That's comfortable, a blazer?
Yeah, to me it is.
Blazer
That's
is
comfortable.
very
You can't even
comfortable.
maneuver your shirt. Are you
I
kidding
love
me?
it. I love it.
What blazer are you talking about?
You can't move your shirt.
You know,
Blazer?
You want me to show you a blazer, a cashmere blazer? I can put you on you right now, and you can move your shoulders. So that's
You can't
different.
maneuver.
So,
all right.
Fine.
So, Ulrich, let me just say this. I understand where you're coming from.
Okay.
I do get that. But we need to remember that this is about getting laid. This is about shutting down that chick who thinks that she's super hot. Shutting down that woman who's getting so much attention. Because most women don't dress for men, they dress for other women.
Yeah.
Most women will put on a $10 jacket and $5 accessories around their neck, and they will put on some $15 shoes, $15 heels. Me personally, I don't have a problem with putting on something nice on my feet with some suede, something that's going to grab attention, because women are going to look at the man, they're going to look at his feet, what he's wearing. Okay? They're going to want to look from the bottom, and they start to work their way up. And they do it instantly. They do it within milliseconds. They can see how this man looks. So what she's really talking about is grabbing that millisecond of the other people around the room. Not necessarily peacocking like Daniel was talking about and you were talking about, but just that millisecond that a woman needs to look at a man from his feet all the way to his watch, all the way to his glasses, his hat, or his jacket. Women, right away, you can make a difference if you step out like that. And let me tell you, there is nothing uncomfortable about wearing a nice linen blazer, a nice collar shirt, or even just a t-shirt, a v-neck t-shirt, a nice blazer. You throw a pocket square in that blazer, a silk pocket square in that blazer. If you start to sweat, you know you sweat a lot in the club. You wipe that. You wipe off that brow with that silk towel. Shake it like this. Spin it and put it back in your pocket. Dude, that's a serious flex. And it's about understanding.
That's all kinds of extra.
It's talking about being, it's talking about being a AVE moment. Being an AVE moment.
This is that a Troy ad thing?
I doubt it.
All right, let's finish this.
Yeah, come on. Let's go next.
T-Railer, what's up, T-Railer? Giving him your lame ass some game, Ulrich. I don't even know what that means. Right, back to this lovely lady.
All right. It didn't like to be paused that long.
Like everybody, oh my God, she's so beautiful. Oh my God, like, turning heads. This time, nobody's turning heads for her. They're turning heads for you because they're like, damn, it's fine. Like women are the.
If you can have dinner with anyone, who would it be?
First of all, this is not a blazer. This is
That's
a,
a blazer.
That is a blazer.
no. This is called
That-
this is a cardigan.
No, it's
That's not a
It's
cardigan.
blazer.
Come over here real quick, Ulrich.
Oh, okay, shit. Yes, that's gonna drive
Come
her
over here,
crazy
look.
because most women have never been in that situation where the attention is on the man. No, women want the attention on themselves.
Okay? And what does it feel like?
Feels like it feels soft.
It feels soft.
Yeah.
This right here is a knit.
It's like a bathrobe.
This is knit cashmere. Okay? We're talking about this right here, man. Without the lint, you have this for 30 years.
Listen, this is not. Look, I'm
This is
not
beautiful.
under. Listen, I'm not. This is. This
You
is
telling
nice.
me
But
that
you
you
said it
couldn't,
bunch
you
up and
couldn't,
you'll wear
you
this.
couldn't do nothing.
This
This
is not. No, this. But I would consider this a cardigan, not a blazer.
No, it's a
not a
blazer.
No, this is no. I would. This is this a cardigan or a blazer?
It's a
No,
blazer.
it's a
You want me to
blazer.
Is
show
it
you
the
a
shoulder
cardigan?
pad?
Cardigans, look.
This is a
Cardigans
cardigan.
Do not have a pocket here.
That's
doesn't have
just a different
Okay,
cardigan.
and look
kind
at
of
this here.
cardigan.
You see the separation between this line and that line? The separation between that line and that line?
Yeah.
They don't have that in a cardigan. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Because I thought somebody was going to say whether I
You
thought
have to
somebody said.
scroll lightly. You don't press. This is not, come on. There we go.
What the? Hey, her actually
Look,
is,
look,
it
look,
is
look,
kind
look,
of.
look.
Absolutely not. You just ruined it. You
Yeah.
ruined it. You
No.
ruined it. No,
No.
you ruined it.
No.
You ruined it.
Yo.
You ruined it. You
Come on.
ruined me. I was fine. I liked this before, and now I'm a goof. You
liked
turned
it
me into
before,
a goof.
And now you're a goof.
Now I'm a goof.
Yeah, no one does that anymore. Everyone is doing, you have to take an iron to this. And you would fold it like this, and then it would be like this. More straighter. This
That's
is how
silly,
you would
man.
wear this right now.
Just adds a nice little
That's
pop.
right now.
First of all,
That's
tell me,
2023 right
no.
there.
Y'all treat this. Y'all treat me like Pygmalion or something. I know how to dress.
Who's Pygmalion?
Pygmalion was when so there was this like Cockney girl who couldn't talk. It was and this guy tried to. This guy tried to like get her to talk all the proper, and she went to talking like this to try to talk right. It's a big.
You know, a blazer's not proper, dude.
No,
a
but-
blazer is just
No,
a way,
no, no, no.
another
I say that-
alternative to the T-shirt.
Elvis, I know
You
what
can
you're
throw
doing.
this
All right,
on
give me a
top
sec. Give
of
me a sec. Give me a
t-shirt.
sec. Stop fixing me for a second. What I was saying. Listen, I know it. Listen, I dressed professionally for work when I worked at. I had to wear the tie and a dress shirt and dress. So it's not
Did you
that.
notice people looked at you different?
Oh, he looked great in that.
Oh yeah, no, I look.
He looked great
Yeah,
in
no, I
that. Because,
definitely.
Ulrich got the high butt, so he's looking like an athlete and
Anyways.
shit. All
Anyways,
strong,
that's-
with
that's
the
one thing to
high,
say.
the pants buckled, like.
Anywho.
With the shirt and tie.
So you notice the
He was looking
attraction
great.
that you. So wait, hold on. So, all right, you notice the attraction that you get when you dress nice.
Well, I'm not saying.
No, hold on. Just yes
yeah,
or
but
no.
first of all, I know what to dress. I
Oh,
iron
I
my
never said
clothes
that.
when I
Oh,
leave the
wait,
house.
hold
I'm
on. Eric.
I have.
Eric, yes or no?
Whoa,
Yes.
whoa. Did you just say you iron your clothes before you leave the house? Why are you lying on the mic? Come on.
What are you
You're not
talking
allowed
about?
to- You.
Not
Ulrich,
every time. No, when I'm going to work, yes, I do.
You iron your clothes.
Is this not ironed? This is ironed. This is
All right,
ironed.
but Warwick,
Okay.
This
you,
is
again,
ironed.
you just
Thank you.
answered
All right,
that.
we have
All right,
proof
yes
here.
or yes or
How
no?
dare you? And I mean, how dare you?
Yes or no?
This is iron.
This is wrinkle free, sir. Stop it.
This
No,
is.
no,
This
no. Yeah, sit
All
back
right,
a little
So
bit.
yes or no? Do you realize
is
that?
hot as hell.
Yeah, it's cashmere.
It's
Yes,
cashmere.
it's cashmere.
And, all right, what's your question?
Do you realize that you get more attraction by the way you when you dress up like that?
First of all, my attraction, I don't observe who's observing me so much, right? I observe, so when it comes to place, I notice how much attraction I'm getting when I'm in place and when I'm trying to make that attraction bear some kind of fruit. You understand? So when I'm going, when I'm like, when I'm prowling, I can notice who's looking at me. Sometimes when I'm in a train, if I see a fine bitch, I wonder if she's gonna look over at me. You know.
In this blazer, she would.
Okay.
So you, but that
But
my
then
thing
I
is-
would, but then in my head, that wouldn't even boost my self-esteem. And I'm like, blazer.
You wouldn't think about it like that. The blazer is just part of.
You don't know how I think. I think.
That's fair.
You take it off with such disdain, Lawrence.
That's fair.
Oh,
That's fair. That's
get
fair.
this thing off.
That's fair. All right, come on, let's go back to this. We don't want to be here 3 hours on this girl.
And they usually get that. So the fact that you're able to switch it up and make her feel like, oh wow, he is the prize now because everybody wants him. Everybody looks at him like, yo, I need to be on my best behavior. I need to keep up. I need to look good all the time. Like she's gonna start competing with you because she wanna look good or look better than you and have people looking at her instead of you. And I'm telling you, her ego is gonna be hurt. Like a dude that looks better than me, I'm like, okay. I mean, me, I'd be flattered. I'd be like, hey, I'm with him. I don't give a fuck. You know, but a lot of women, they can't handle that. They want the attention on them exclusively. And she's gonna realize that other women want you, so she gotta secure her spot and make sure she's always good. Number 5, which goes a little bit with number 4, look at other women. I'm not saying you be like, you know, but like she gotta see that your eyes are not just like focused on her and that there's still competition. So therefore, if bitch you act up, you know what's gonna happen.
I gotta go
I'm
to
gonna
this
come
way.
through and I'm gonna allow them to come through because they want me. You gotta have that mentality where nobody can tell you shit, you know you're the shit, and you know you can get whoever you want. So you gotta show her that you still see other bitches. Number 6,
Yeah.
Number 5, come on. B.
I gotta say, to be completely sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, to be completely
You gotta
honest,
move closer.
You gotta move,
You gotta move over.
only because I was.
Ooh, I got my
trust
feet up on the rings. It feels
Yeah,
great.
Yeah, it's not the spinning aspect is nice.
No, come closer.
Anyway, the
Danny,
Oh, back
Danny
up a little
B.
bit too.
all right.
There you go.
So it was like, so the advice you just gave about actively make sure that you're looking at other women, I'm saying I'm not the nicest guy to date. I reiterated this normal time, but I'm cognizant of a woman's self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? So I do when we're in person and we're with each other. I actively try not for her to see me looking at other women. Does that make like I don't
Beta!
no I don't want no it's something I'm not afraid of getting caught. I don't want her. You know
I
what
didn't say that. I didn't say that's afraid of getting caught.
and it's not
The fact that you think that you are being cognizant of another person's feelings is not what this woman is talking about. This woman wants you to understand that you are here to crush her ego. You are here to destroy this idea that she has of herself. That she is on a pedestal. She's pedestalized herself.
I don't know, but
You know what it is? But you know what it really does become to?
With dating me being in with the coming at me
don't
with that
think
ego. They will not even be able to sit in the same room with me and have a big ego.
You see, but that's the thing is like I think it's not crushing. You are kind of crushing it, but it's more about checking that ego, and it's also about the man having a bigger ego. Cause you sit there like I know for me it was more about me having a bigger ego. Like I'm going to not destroy this, but I'm going to get you.
I don't have an ego. I got a set of principles, and that set of I guess you can surmise that as an ego.
Beta!
What are you talking about?
All right, let's go.
Hello, I want to say something.
Okay,
Go ahead. I want to know how that was beta in any
I
way.
want to hear what else you got to say. I don't know. She's bringing back my childhood.
Let me say this. To this day,
Crush your
with
ego too,
my
man.
wife, we sit around and I talk about other women. My wife is the first one to point out the biggest butt. She goes, "Damn, Daddy, look at that right there." And I go, "Wow. I've been doing that since the day we met. I've always checked out women. I've always verbalized other women. I never want a woman to feel like my attention is only on her. My attention is on everyone in the room, and I love to people watch.
All
And
right.
if I have a girlfriend or a woman and she was like, yo, only look at me, don't be looking at other people, I check it from the very beginning. I'm the first one to go, look how nice that girl's dressed. Look at her shoes. Look at her nails.
Yeah, but that's the way you talk around in front of. That's why you compliment a woman around another woman. We would never talk about a woman. You would never talk about a woman the way you talk to a woman the way you talk to men about women. You would never
Of
talk
course,
to no matter.
of
But
course, of
regardless,
course.
but that's the biggest. First of all, I don't do half stepping. That's what I'm saying. That's a kind of half stepping kind of thing. In other words, like give her like a half ass confidence. Hey, that girl got a nice ass.
Right.
That girl. That's not.
But you understand, or you're taking the person, but you understand, she's giving you the rules to get a woman.
She's not giving me rules. She's not giving. I don't know
No,
who
she's
she's
stating
giving
the
rules.
rules.
Why you gotta be so macho?
Yeah.
To.
Like you're not getting any information from what she's saying.
No, I'm not. No, she's not. Because she's not. All right.
She's giving people the rules.
I was gonna be really critical of her, but I was waiting because at every point I'm getting
I wanna
more
hear
and more
what else she
critical.
gotta
of her.
say.
All right, go. So we can hear what more.
Well,
what she
basically, she's right. Always check out other women while you're with women because you don't want a woman to think that you're giving her all the attention. If you're gonna do that, like just imagine
A woman
if you're
knows that by
driving,
your behavior
if you're
that you're not
driving
giving
down
you
the
attention.
street and you're with your wife or you're with your girl and you never look at other women that are going by. What kind of life is that?
My woman knows. My woman will know when I'm spending nights away from her, or when I'm spending nights like hanging out with my friends. I don't need to do that in her presence. You know what I mean? It's like a understanding. It's not. And it's not an understanding out of fear. It's an understanding out of, It's like a. It's a way of respect. It's a form. It's not a beta thing. It's a form of respect in which you do, no matter if you compliment a woman, you would compliment a woman differently around a woman than you would compliment.
I'm not
them
gonna
around a
lust
man.
after a woman.
The same,
I'm not
yeah,
gonna
but that's-
lust after a woman, but I am gonna
That's
notice a
half
beautiful
stepping,
woman.
but that's half
No, it's
stepping.
not half stepping.
That's
It's
half
about
stepping.
being strategic on who you with. I'm not gonna be hanging out with my father.
I'm not a woman.
talking
I'm not
about-
strategic
talking
when it
about
comes to
certain
like
things.
social. If you're strategic socially, that's feminine. I'm not strategic, so you can be strategic career-wise. You can be strategic in many ways.
You're really upset about the beta thing, right?
No, I'm not. I'm not saying you're
You
feminine.
sound like a love liberal. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
I don't even know what you. I can't
I
even
don't
take
even
it.
know what that means. I don't even want to know what that means. Come on, let's go back to her. We got another. We're halfway through.
Never get jealous about other men who are around her. Yes, she's beautiful, and men are gonna be around her, or she's gonna try to make you jealous, and be like, oh my God, my DMs, and You don't react. You do not react because the moment you react, it shows that you are not confident and that a better man can take your place, and that a better man can take her from you. So no, you gotta be relaxed and be like, yeah, baby, go talk, go do what you do, because in your mind, you're not gonna find somebody better than me. So you can talk to other people and have all these dudes around you. You're still gonna be right here, bitch, because I am the fucking shit. She can find somebody better than you. She cannot replace you
I have to push
and
back.
have a comment. No, it's gonna be a downgrade for sure. Number 7, never be too available for her. Yes.
Wait,
you
before she stops, you
I
want to
know
stop
it's
and go into it,
backward.
and maybe Daniel will hear it.
All right,
Just don't lose your momentum.
let's go back to
talk
what
to
she was
other
saying.
people and have all these dudes around you. You're still
All right,
gonna be
great.
right
You
here,
can
bitch,
come.
because I am the fucking shit.
I would push back on that. Even if the woman is not a woman you 100% interested in, her working the room, if it ain't her job, I'm not accepting the chick working the room, and I'm not accepting the chick talking to tons of men, unless it's her job, unless it's part of who she is. She's some sort of influencer. Daniel B would know more than this because he deals with influencers and people that have like that. For me, I don't want to deal with a girl, in other words, I don't want to be on her turf. I don't want to go to, like, if let's say I'm meeting up with a chick, I'm not going to her favorite bar. If I go to her favorite bar and I'm the cool guy, okay, yes, I never called her beautiful. Yes, I'm sharp and I'm looking good, maybe even looking better than her because she spent $18 on her outfit. I spent $1,400 on mine. You know what I mean? So I'm doing all these things, playing all these rules, but I will push back on this. You, like Frank Sinatra says, don't go around the room and blow on somebody else's dice. You know what I mean? That's part of the song. Number one, somebody other's
My
guys.
Way.
Yeah, no, not my way. But anyway,
I don't know Frank Sinatra.
so the point that I'm making is that I would check a chick like that, and I've been known back in the day. I remember a chick left the table, and after 15 minutes, I left the whole restaurant. You give me a pound for that?
No. Well, yeah. Well,
I left.
first I agree with.
15 minutes, I was
Yeah.
out of there.
I wasn't giving you a pound initially, but I agree with the pound. That does deserve a pound.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
yeah.
yes. I agree. And that's
All
what I
that
was trying to
texting, you
say.
can't even ride in my car with me and text and talk on the phone.
I don't know about all that. That's a lot. But that's.
I don't even do that.
Just to add on
Daniel
your
B,
point.
am I wrong about that? Have I been like that all these years?
No, you have been like that. I'm the total opposite. Well, let me explain something to you.
Go ahead.
When I'm getting a woman like that, you have to you're secure. Like she said, you're the catch. So why do you care what she's trying to do and think she's doing? Because she's gonna still try to please you. Because she's like, nothing is.
That's not pleasing me.
Hold on.
sorry.
Listen, what she said is she's trying to make you jealous.
Right.
She's trying to show, oh, I got people that want me.
I can't
And
see
you
you. Yeah,
gotta.
yeah.
She's trying to show I got people that want me, and you gotta sit there and say, honestly, I don't care.
That's disrespectful.
No, what it is saying no, because everybody wants that attention. She wants to know why isn't this man? What's so special about it? You're being different than any other man has been with. Most men will get jealous. That means he wants me. If he's jealous and he's worried about me, that means he cares about me. When you're not, she's still in her mind sitting there saying, why does he not care?
I gotta
Why is
push back. If I'm sitting with a woman at a bar, at a table, or if let's say I got a bottle, 2 bottles, right? And we at a situation and people are coming. Like I said, I won't deal with a woman on her turf. I'm not gonna be around a chick who knows 7 niggas in the room.
Well, she's being
I'm
disrespectful.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
I don't even look at it as disrespect. I'm
think
just
it's
not.
disrespect.
I'm not. It's just like you can't work a room unless that's your job. So I would. Let me let the train go by.
I just think it's disrespectful to be working a room when you're out with somebody. You shouldn't be working a room.
Yeah, I wouldn't have that.
But that's
I
what
would,
I'm saying.
yeah,
It's
so I wouldn't
disrespectful.
get jealous of her talking to other men. It just ain't happening.
She
could do that around other people because I'm gonna check her. I'm gonna be like, listen, do me a favor. Let me know what you want to do because if you're getting up to say hi to everybody, then maybe this ain't a good idea. I don't think I personally would be able to accept that. Daniel B, on the other hand, it's not a big deal. You're the prize. You're the catch. She can
For
work
a
the
woman
room
like
all
that,
she wants.
that's the thing. Like when you deal with the women she's talking about, all those model types, all those people that everybody's gravitating to. So when you sit there and and she has guys that's always like, oh, she's gonna talk to somebody's better. You're looking at these guys that she's talking to like, come on, man. Like you're embarrassing yourself. And that's the look you give her, like, yo, go ahead, do your thing, like, cause I can do mine. So it's just, again, it's that type of woman that she's talking about. All right, so.
She can find somebody better than you. She cannot replace you and have a comment. No, it's gonna be a downgrade for sure. Number 7, never be too available for her. Yes, you can. I know it's backward because you could think, well, she wanna spend time with me, so I gotta like give her some time. But no, the more you're gonna give, the more she's gonna see you as low value because she thinks like she can do whatever, she can request whatever of you. She can tell you, hey, we need to go here tonight, and you're gonna change your plans for her. No. Bitch, I need more notice. I have a life. I have goals. I'm doing some other shit. So no, I cannot just be available just whenever. Maybe you are available, but you gotta play the game. You can't
Alright,
be that
Shatan, can we
available
pause
for
and
her.
get started?
So by not being so available, she's gonna start realizing when she comes around, she's lucky, oh my God, he gave me $1 this time. And then she's just gonna be on your dick the whole time because she knows that her time is very small. She's gonna try to prove to you, okay, I'm so fun, I'm so outgoing, we had a good time together, so you need to give me more, so she's really gonna be on her best behavior. Number 8.
All right. So the big issue, and this is I was gonna wait a little bit, but I can
Come
talk.
this way.
Back up.
Yeah, the biggest issue that I have with her, she's giving men rules she's giving men rules to live by what she feels like men should live by. In other words, the reason I'm saying that is because if somebody has something to do or somebody has plans, shouldn't matter whether or not someone wants to, whether or not how you dictate your plans. In other words, say a woman wanted to see me and wanted to hang out with me. I'm not going to pretend that I have plans just because to make me seem not available. Even if I don't have plans, I can still be not available because I don't want to hang out with you. That should be it.
No! Oh, Rick.
Wait. Can I say something?
Please. Daniel B.
She's not giving rules, she's giving advice. And again, you keep personalizing. She's talking about this specific type of woman. She's giving men's advice on getting these 10, these 12, these chicks that got 50 million followers, these actresses who think an ego is here.
None of that. First of all,
no. You see, but you're thinking about you. You're not.
No, you're thinking. No, but she's all right. You're saying me thinking about. I see what you're saying when you're saying I'm thinking specifically about me. But she's creating an archetype for people who are just happen to be beautiful. And so you're not. No,
She's
tell me
Tell me what you mean by archetype.
An archetype is these rules are based on what a woman of high value, or a woman who's attractive, or who believe. All right, you guys are on different ends of. So you believe it's about that she's referring to women who are very attractive, high level, beautiful women.
Yeah,
how you should conduct yourself.
No. Yeah.
Elvis thinks that these are women who believe themselves to be attractive.
Right.
So this is, but I'm referring to both of the differentiations and what you believe it to be. And what I'm saying is she's creating an archetype, which means a collection of characteristics or of attributes or traits that she believes these women to have. These beautiful, crazy, interesting, high value movers and shakers women can be into very different kinds of approaches. She's creating she's making a guy who would never get girls because he's gonna seem fake, because the stuff she's doing is not those things don't align with people's personality genuinely. So some people can have a few of those attributes in that what she's speaking to, and they can naturally be how you move. And what's unattractive to women, and what I've observed, is not moving how you naturally move. Regardless of all that nonsense, if you try to portray a character, that's more unalluring to a woman than if you're. Go ahead.
I have to push back.
Hit me.
Women have no idea that you're not being genuine.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't. They don't. They already have an idea of who you are in their minds.
No, they just don't care.
And you can destroy that. But let me tell you, when I was out there, I would tell a woman I'm busy. I would only be able to see a woman, because, I was in the bar business for a long time. So we're talking about Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, I'm busy. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, I'm busy. Tuesday, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, I'm busy. Saturdays, I'm busy. So you got a Sunday or a Monday. So I would be very, very, very easily to say and lie that I'm busy, because I'm working on the most popular days, and the days that I'm not working, the Mondays and Tuesdays, I'm even lying that I'm shaking and popping and I'm moving and doing things. I got so much going on my 2-3 days off that she's going to have to bust her ass to find time for me. And I love to do that. Oh my God.
The only time it's necessary to lie to a woman is when you're cheating. Otherwise, they should just know what it is. In other words, so I would never have to lie to a woman unless it had something to do with that kind of. Otherwise, I would just say what it is. I don't want to. I'm not. I don't feel like hanging out now.
My Sundays and Mondays are very busy time.
I'm just going to say this. Everything she's saying is literally the things I used to do. I would make a woman feel if I spend 10 minutes with her, she's special because I spent that 10 minutes with her. Because she knows my day in life is I'm here and there. I'm moving and shaking all the time.
Shaking and popping.
I'm that dude.
Oh, Rick, you got to be. letting them believe you're moving, shaking, and
And
popping.
I'm just saying this, Ori. This is
I don't have to let them believe anything. I have to let.
Ori, this,
Moving,
again,
shaking, and popping.
this is for this.
You got a lot going on.
Yeah, if you want to play this, if you too accessible for a woman,
I don't
what's
have
the
to-
wait? She
I don't
knows she
have
can
to-
get you anytime.
Listen.
Story time. Really quickly.
Hit me. Hit us.
I have a friend. We're gonna call her Amanda to save people's names. She meets this guy. She likes this guy. This guy is halfway decent looking. He's somebody who she's considered going out with. He comes over to her house. Now he's spending a lot of time with her. She says to me, she's like, Elvis, he's been at my house 3 to 4 nights a week. He's a nice guy. The sex is great, but his phone never rings. And I'm like, that's good, right? She's like, yeah, I guess, but like what? I'm the only one that wants this man? I was like, you know you have a problem, right, Amanda? You need therapy. You're looking for a
I
man.
agree.
You're looking for, but that doesn't matter. The problem is that if you ain't shaking and popping, if you're not doing things, if they're not fighting to make time for you, then they're gonna walk away, because they need that. We don't make them. This is how they come.
No.
This is how they come, bro.
I'll say this.
I'm the first time I can honestly say I
gonna
agree
be
with Elvis.
This is going to be
Boom.
one of the sexist things I ever say. But
If you ain't shaking and popping and you ain't got things happening, let me tell you this. The next time you around a chick, set your phone up to ring or have me call you or something. Be like, yo, call me in 3 hours. I'll be like, all right, I'm going to call you. Just because if your phone ain't ringing and you're the only one that making time for this person, they have problems with that.
First of all, I don't think a woman has an ability to convert another woman. I think a man has an ability to convert a woman. And when a convert a woman, like change. When I say convert, I mean change their principles. So when you're saying women come how they are, and
Right.
women operate how they do.
Yeah.
I think
I would
I
have
think-
my
I don't wanna
wife
be-
that
this
I
is
have
very
now
sex- this is
if I
very
didn't have
sexist.
women
this
stepping
is
to
very
her in the car.
sexist. Women are very malleable, especially when they love a man.
Of course.
So, given that being said,
We're not talking
she's
about
talking
love.
about a man.
We're not talking about
but
love.
she's talking to a
We're
man.
not talking about
but
love.
No. But she's going against it. She's talking about a man adjusting to a way in which he would be alluring to a woman. That's the whole problem with everything she's saying. It's one thing to have some pride in your like appearance and maybe comb your hair, brush your teeth, make yourself put yourself together. But people can consider that an avenue as to make yourself look better to the opposite sex or make yourself alluring. But I think anything beyond just prideful vanity, any kind of other adjustment that you have in order to make yourself more attractive, that's an issue. That's a self-esteem. That's a bigger issue. I would never, no matter how much I am, if I'm rejected by 20 girls in a row, I'm not going to adjust myself.
Well, or
What?
can I say something?
You're not gonna say maybe I'm doing this wrong. Let me try something else.
No, when I say, but all right, reject is the right word. Reject is the wrong word. I'm saying if I get relationships that don't work or things that don't work,
Right.
you understand? I'm not gonna start changing. Like, wow, maybe I wasn't that attentive. You're all right. Someone is only as natural attentive as they're naturally inclined to be attentive. A man, no matter how hard he tries, he's not going to go from, forgetting important dates to all of a sudden, oh, now I know your anniversary, your mother's birthday, your sister's birthday, your dog's birthday, and everything, because he's not attentive. He's not naturally that. So she's creating and normal men. I feel like masculinity isn't malleable. Masculinity is principled. So it's still and it stays.
Right.
All right, femininity changes. It's like nature. It kind of molds with the wind and it adjusts through. But that's what I'm saying. She's talking about making men malleable. masculinity being malleable. Masculinity is malleable. The femininity adjusts to the masculinity, not the other way around. She is leading these men astray. She is the devil, not the angel. That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been seeing the whole time. Especially that's why it's funny. It's indicative of how beautiful she is and the distortion of her face. That's what you see in demons. But I'm talking.
Can I just say, sorry, before you get demonized?
All right, sorry, go.
Demonize her.
No, I'm just saying. All right,
All I'm
go.
saying
I
is
kind of
this.
like where you were going. Now.
All I'm saying is this. What she's doing is she's telling you, and I hope this analogy works, there's a lot of fish in the sea, but to get this specific fish that always thinks it's getting away when it's really not, when it's easy to get, you can do this. There's
Kinda
better
like that
fish.
analogy.
There's better fish. There's great fish. But if you want this bitchy fish, this is what you can do. And you see, you're making yes, and you're right. Being this person does make, and I'm not gonna lie, I would change to do whatever it takes to get that. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow, man, that
Yes.
says a lot. I'm just saying.
At that
That
time,
that makes sense to your
yes.
personality. I'm saying
No,
that makes sense.
hold on.
to you.
At that time, that's exactly what
I'm telling you.
at that time, honestly, that's what I did. If a woman wanted this certain type of man, I was that type of man. If I knew that's what it's
I
gonna take to
knew
get
it.
her.
I knew it, bro.
Years ago. Hold on a second. Years ago. This is not me now. Now I want a woman to accept me without all the games. But you're right. She's showing them a game that you have to play if you want to be in this market.
But game is corny. All right,
All right,
women who
again,
are that
oh,
high
yeah.
value. All right, women who are that high value and that who
keep saying
Well,
that
all right,
high
let's just
value,
no,
it's not high
no.
value.
I'm presuming we're under the assumption that she's giving. We're gonna play with her assumptions. This
Right.
is she's talking about a high value woman, a great woman. A high value woman has had a lot of let's assume she's high value, so she's highly desired, right?
Right.
So she has a lot of approaches and a lot of approaches that kind of will seem like the right thing to say. You know, think about this. You know how weird is it to a woman when they say all the right things? Do you believe
Oh
it?
no, you don't trust her.
You know you don't trust the woman doesn't
Right.
trust the guy if they say all the right things and
But
do all the
we're
right.
not talking about
but
the
we're
right
not
thing.
exactly. We're
It's
not
all
talking
about
No,
the things that
she's
you
saying
don't say.
she's talking about the approach. She's talking about the perfect approach. Women don't even believe the perfect approach. I'm telling you. Oh
All
my
right.
gosh.
Wait,
And you know what? Let me tell you.
Talk
Hold on,
about
let me
the
just- let me
approach.
say
I
this.
haven't heard her
She's giving you 14 rules to put you in the best position to attain this
to
high
crush
value
the
woman.
ego.
No, what's the purpose of crushing the ego? To attain this
smash.
woman.
To
All right,
smash.
that's what I attain. So that's my whole point. So in order to attain, she's giving you this advice in order to attain this high value woman, and this how if your formula, say you're like if you're more timid in some way, and you start acting, you start like say you're a timid rapper, and you start say you're common. And you start reading from Mystical's or DMX's like lyrics, and you're reading it out loud. It's gonna sound weird. It's gonna come weird coming out of Common's
Shake
mouth
your ass.
because it's Common, regardless of
But if
regardless
you
of.
never heard, but hold on a second.
No, that I disagree.
If she
All right.
never
No,
heard,
I am less
never heard
sexist. I am
Common,
less
if
sexist.
she
I
never
am
heard
less sexist than y'all.
Common, no, if she never heard Common, that's who she's gonna think he is.
That's right.
Period.
No, so you don't think a woman is attracted? You don't think women? All right.
These type of women, or stop saying you keep forgetting what she said in the beginning. These specific type of women, it's like if you sit there and say, you know how you want to be the head of this hedge fund and get this this position.
That's
in your
what she's
company,
saying.
This is how you do it.
That's what she's saying.
Yes, even though you
Who does that work for? When they say, "Hey, you want to lose? You want to get shredded? You want to get shredded in 6 weeks? Do this. You need to throughout the rule book. You need to do A, B, and C." That's how she sounds to me. And you think she's feeding you think she's feeding
I'm
you
telling you what she's
nourishment.
It works.
It works. How do you know? I'm sorry.
Because she does this.
There you go.
I've
There you
lived
go.
this
90% of
playbook,
this.
and I'm at Babe Ruth level. Like, you kidding me? Like, I used to do this.
Wait a minute.
I'm
You
listen.
swinging.
I have a
and you're
listen.
hitting home runs.
I have a
All
health-
the time with
listen,
this playbook was crazy.
I just have a healthy skepticism because I'm not saying because of you and your personal energy. It's that you articulate and you express that you've done your in the past you've molded yourself in order to appease a woman.
Yes.
All right. First of all, someone with high self-esteem and gigs bitch is not going to change for a woman. You understand? So you know.
I had low self-esteem. Wow.
All right. So, but if you
Wait, you said out of your own mouth
could be.
that if it wasn't for women, you wouldn't do your push-ups.
Oh yes.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah, but you
Mm.
no. Time out. Wait.
Mm.
Time out. I didn't say push. I wouldn't like put myself together.
Mm.
Like
You wouldn't
Mm.
shave.
Yeah.
You wouldn't ball. You
So
wouldn't
you're molding yourself to
You're
these
moving
women.
yourself so that you look. Come on. Oh, wait.
Stop it.
You like being the guy.
That's actually I actually that's actually a solid argument. I'm trying because I was trying to actually I was trying to think about, but
I am
trying
Big
to-
Elvis to Chef Rosenberg.
that's it.
Wait, can I hear what else she says? I'm into this.
I'm gonna even
I'm
let
a
that
fan
go.
of her right
I
now.
know I'm gonna come back to that what you said, but I will let you hold on to this. I'll let you hold on to
They weren't expensive, but let's not break the lights. Come on.
Thank you, Alfred.
The Japanese, they call it umami. The English, they call it damn you fine. White claw, premium vodka.
But hey, put your goals above hers. Like, it's a fact. I don't understand why men, when they're so into their women, their goal becomes secondary. No, I am sorry. You're still the man of the fucking house. You're still the one that has to handle your life because, I mean, it's gonna sound crazy what I'm about to say, but women can do nothing and still have a good life. As a man, it's gonna be way harder for you to have a good life when you do nothing. No, you have to work, you have to go make your money, unless you find a sugar mama, but what are the odds of that? As men, you guys always need to take care of yourself. So, therefore, your goals need to be higher than hers, always. And then if you have some extra time, you can help her, you can hang out more or whatever, but your goal is always higher than hers. Number 9, never argue with her or get emotional. I know that's a tough one because bitches be annoying, you be liking them, and then, but
We gotta go back.
or whatever, but your goal is always higher than hers. Number 9, never argue with
Your goal must be higher than her goal. Come on, guys. Let's get together. We have a lot of women, especially nowadays, that have tons of goals. We have Daniel and Ulrich. You guys are now dealing with the boss bitches, the boss babes, the entrepreneur women. I know you must think it's funny, as many businesses as you started, and all that kind of stuff, to see these women now talking about how they're entrepreneurs and all this kind of stuff. I'm guessing here that I would think you would find it comical.
No,
But-
I think it's a beautiful thing. I think it's amazing, and I think it's a plus because I know how hard it actually is. So it's easier for me to support.
Right. She's saying that whatever you do, make sure your goals are more important than hers, and achieving those goals and getting those goals done. And what say you guys?
I say for that type of woman, yes, because it shows that you're a go-getter and you're out to get what you need, and she needs to. It would behoove her to assist you in getting there. If you spend too much time helping her with her goals, she no longer. She's like, wow, this guy will help me and do me instead of not take care of himself.
Have you ever helped a woman with her goals?
Yes.
Ulrich, have you ever helped a woman with her goals?
What do you mean by help?
Help. She has a goal. She's trying to go somewhere, and she's trying to get to the next level, and you're there to support her and actually put your hands and get your hands dirty.
Well, yeah. Well, I think you're insinuating something. So my ex.
I'm not insinuating anything.
Yeah, but
You're feeling like I'm insinuating something.
when I was dating my ex got into business school, and I moved to Austin for her goal, which was to do business school. So I did travel. You see, I'm not as toxically masculine, but it's interesting. She's what she said, because to be honest, at times I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I do have feminine goals in a weird way, because when I look at the happiest future, I want a child and a wife, and that's
Yo, you
something
gotta
a
stop
woman.
saying that. You gotta stop saying that, man.
What?
That's not feminine,
It's
dude.
not feminine at
That's
all.
not feminine to want a child and a wife and a family.
But
That's
that
not
what I'm
feminine.
saying. What I'm saying.
That's
I'm
normal.
not saying that's. I'm not saying.
At this
I'm not saying that's
age,
feminine.
if you was 18 years old, I would question it. But you're a 32-year-old man.
That's correct. What I'm
It's
saying.
normal for you to want a son and to want a family.
I'm saying
that's
that.
not feminine.
I'm
Or
saying
daughter.
what I'm saying.
Or
Of course,
daughter.
you had to say or daughter.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but that's good.
But
He's
listen,
right. He's right.
But listen,
Daniel has 2 daughters.
for real?
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't know you
Yeah,
had
yeah,
children. Yeah.
He has 2 daughters.
But all right, so
I'm just
so
saying
that's
ATM.
real.
I'm just saying ATM. But yeah,
What's it go?
What's the ATM
I'm
mean?
just joking. It means that
Like
all
you
my
just
kids
give-
want from me is money.
Right. Of course.
But I do realize some of my, even the women, when I think of some of my higher goals, the highest goals I can even put in my think of is to be in a loving marriage with a kid. And I feel like you would almost think that a wife would want that first. But some of the women I've dated, they had just crazy like Meg's wanted to be like a CEO at a Fortune 500 company, like
Right,
crazy
right.
stuff, even more masculine goes in.
Mhm,
I mean, so it is interesting.
There's a reason for that. We're not going to get into that today. But there is a reason for that.
Okay.
There is a reason for that. We're not going to get into that today.
Can we get back into the woman who stole my playbook?
You just like looking at it. I like looking at it too until I
All right,
realize she was a trickster.
let's turn that light towards us, please. If that light went back.
No, only because it was falling over.
I'll get emotional. I know that's a tough one because bitches be annoying, you be liking them, and then But the more you argue, the more you're showing her how invested you are in her. And when she feels like, oh, you're so invested, now she feels like she can go even crazier. What you need to do when the bitch
Oh.
start arguing, bitch, because today we're talking about bitches that don't know shit. So when a bitch acts like that and she brings the drama, she starts yelling, she starts arguing, you tell her what? Yo, I don't argue. We can talk about this another day when you're not all in your feelings, but right now you can leave. You tell a bitch to leave, like those type of bitches I'm not talking about like the good women that you might want to deal with. But a girl that's like that, you tell her that, first of all, she's not gonna want to leave because she's gonna be like, excuse me. Usually people argue with me, like, how come you don't want to argue? And then when she comes back around after she wasn't able to argue, she's not gonna try to argue again because she knows if she argues, it's risky. She's gonna get thrown out again. You're gonna tell her again, yo, what I told you last time. I don't argue. You don't raise your voice. You don't go crazy or nothing. You're like, yo, I don't argue. So if that's how you want to handle the situation, you can go. That's it. You're not mean. I mean, it's a little mean and like a little dry, but I don't do that. Now I'm saying you guys are gonna be like,
Okay. She's now saying, never argue with a woman. Let's back this chair over here. A little more. Perfect. She's now saying that she doesn't argue. Don't argue with a woman. You get into a situation where the woman is arguing, she's saying, put her out. What say you, Ulrich?
I used to you saw me with my ex. I used to get really so I used to have this thing sometimes when I wasn't, I guess, adept enough in her eyes where I I have the ability, and also great outfit change. You look great, Daniel.
It's more about games hot.
All right. So I was never I wouldn't say I was adept enough to be able to not avoid arguments in general, but I would never get emotional in arguments. I would never get angry in arguments. And the arguments would always lead to a kind of the arguments would end with me getting what I wanted out of the arguments eventually. Like I would say, well, this is terrible. Sometimes my friends would be over after a night of drinking or something like that, and my ex would have been mad at me, and then I'd say things like when she'd come out and make a little the fuss or whatever like that, and I say, why don't you go and reflect for a little bit? That's what I should be. But that would.
So you're saying that you would let a few friends spend the night. She wakes up and now she's huffing and puffing.
Yeah, because
you wouldn't argue.
There's not. Yeah, especially when there was company. No. No. That's because you should.
And what was her issue? She don't like drunk people in her house?
It's not necessarily drunk people. It could be like it. I can't even think of the composite of issues we had in the past. Even after we broke up and we still like lived together in Austin, there's an issue because I had people over like that I'd been partying with from the night before, and they'd be here. And I didn't even tell you this. This is crazy. So we're broken up.
Story time, y'all.
We're broken up, and it's me, this dude I was friends with, and some chick. Yo, this chick was freaking absolutely beautiful, and then this like gross chick, right? And they were all hanging out. We had been partying, doing extracurriculars the whole night, right? So they're home in the morning, and she wakes and she makes a comment to me about them being here, and so she comes out in her bra and underwear, like they brought up. We're broken up. She comes out in the bra and underwear to be she knew that would trigger me. She knew that would trigger me in a way. And when I say I made a whole, I know we're broken up. I need to have ownership of that ass. But you're not gonna disrespect me in front of my. Wait, so I don't know where I was going.
Story time is
Do you
over.
think?
That was a.
I was saying that was so
quick
underwhelming.
question.
Yeah.
So one question to that.
Yeah, I'm
Do you
saying.
think she found it disrespectful that you brought those people over just like
I knew you would say that, Daniel.
Just saying.
You're such a friend of the woman. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I am. Love them.
Yeah. So yeah, what I did was disrespect. I mean, just from the context alone, that was pretty dramatic. It was like television shit she did. Like she was like sashaying.
You wouldn't have to have a picture of that, right?
No, you perv. What I'm saying, I thought you would get a kick. Anyway, whatever.
Well, let's just give some context to this. Ulrich was with a black American young lady we refer to as Boule. Light skin, African American young lady. I say that she was a New York 8. And she was very attractive. They break up. You got a bunch of people that she don't know in the house, and she wants to let you know that while she's around, she's gonna walk around how she wants.
Yeah.
And but here's the problem with this story. You can't lie in the mic over it.
I'm lying?
No,
This is
I'm
a true
just saying.
story.
I'm saying you can't lie in the mic over it. You were still having sex with her even during the breakup.
Oh, but I didn't insinuate that wasn't the case. That's yeah.
You
But
didn't say it.
Yeah.
How is that relevant? Wait, time out.
Someone would
That
heard
absolutely
what you
was not
said,
relevant to the story.
And they would think that you were not in a sexual relationship with a woman you broke up with, that you brought in over some friends, and she wanted to show you up by looking hotter than everybody else. And I'm just trying to tell you.
I don't understand how that got. All right.
Because I'm similar to those. Unless Elvis would have said it, I would have never known. I thought you
Boom.
weren't having a relationship with her.
We still live together though.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's just.
I just said I mentioned that it was. We're broken. We were still living together. What you think? You just get new places out the blue? You just shake your head.
Yes,
I got a new apartment.
There's
It's
people
not
that
a
do
television show.
No, there's people that do
That shit happens on Friends.
Look.
That doesn't happen in life.
T. Riddler, you still smashing, then you ain't broke up.
T. Riddler.
Woo!
Of course you would clap to that.
See, Riddler.
Yeah.
Keeping it real.
So we got this young, attractive Boule girl who is still having sex with this man. Even though they technically broke up, he's now going to stay the lease. And after the lease is up, he's out of here coming back to New York. Which we're thankful because now you're here with us.
Ooh,
But
ooh.
the reality of it is just that you did serve this woman's purpose for her goals. Even though she was your girlfriend.
Oh, no, I wasn't
and this is
denying
not
that. No, I
somebody
wasn't
you-
denying that.
This
No,
is not somebody, this woman here behind us, even though you were engaged, it's a little different. But if you ain't engaged, it got to be all about your goals. It can't be about a woman's goals and what she got going on and helping her get to the promised land. No. not a chick that she's referring to. It's like Daniel said, this is the upper echelon, and my attitude is this is the ones who perceive the upper echelon as their lives. And, some might argue that going to another state with this woman who wanted to be a boss chick might have been a bad idea.
And you went to Austin without a tech career or music. I don't know. That's different.
I mean, I was thinking
Well, he's a teacher. He could teach anywhere.
Not in
Come on.
Austin.
I know what you saying.
Can't teach it.
They don't hire black teachers in Austin. You gotta go to Austin.
Okay.
Are you for real? But hey, I am telling you, this shit works. We're playing games today. I know. But we're playing a little game.
Never go down on
Don't
her.
go down on her.
Oh,
Never. You don't? Because going down is kind of seen as like, oh, I trust her, I really like her, that's why I'm going down. Because I hear a lot of men like, I don't go down like this. Like, I need to really like you. I hear that. So in women, we know that. So as soon as you go down, we're like, oh, he really likes me. That might be a lie. Who knows? But if you don't do it, we're going to start asking ourselves, why he doesn't do it? Does he not like me enough? Or does he not trust me? Does he not want to be with me? Does he not want to pleasure
Wow,
me?
that's a
Does
good
he not
point,
think
man.
I'm special, Going down is supposedly reserved for special women in your life, supposedly. But she's going to start wondering what's going on because she's not used to that. All the motherfuckers are going down on her and she's having a great time, But I'm telling you, if you start not going down on women, it's going to drive them crazy. I mean, I'm telling you that it might be a little risky because some women are going to be like, what the fuck, you don't go down? I mean, that would be me. I'd be like, you don't go down on me, but you want me to suck your dick? I'd be like, get the fuck out of here.
Hey, come on.
So be careful, but I'm telling you, it kind of works. Number 11, still on the sex stuff.
Whoa, we got to talk about this.
Come on.
Oh.
Come on.
Daniel B.
Nice.
Daniel B.
So
I did it
I'm
in
gonna run to the
reverse.
bathroom. I'm running to the bathroom. Oh, listen to
I did this in reverse.
Tell us what you mean in reverse.
So,
Look at the camera, come a
Yes.
little closer. Because I need to be able to make shorts. So, I can't have a short if half your head is off.
so at that time, back in, when I was this other individual, well, when I was myself, I was just more younger. I would do the opposite. I would make her feel like me having sex with her was the big thing. Like, I would play with her, I would do things, but you getting the pleasure of me being inside of you was a gift. I make you want it. Like, I would sit there in bed with you while you're nude and you're playing. I'd be like, yo, I'm tired. I got things to do or I'm out. To me, it was just showing her.
Oh, just lean up against
There you
here.
go. Now you-
It was me showing her like this is special. I just don't give this to anyone.
And
gotta
you're
work
talking
for this.
about the penetration.
Yes, the penetration.
She's not talking about penetration.
Yeah, I know. As I said, I flipped it because well, for me when I used to do it,
That's
it
not
was flipped.
Let's not change.
I'm
Let's
Puerto
not
Rican,
change this.
we do certain things, and
right.
we do it well. And that's the thing. When you do it well, she
What
wants
do you
that.
do well?
At that time?
What do you mean? That?
What did you do well?
All sex.
So you're saying that you go down on a woman, you do it well.
At least
Who told you this?
I've gotten some receipts.
You got receipts.
Yeah, I got receipts.
Okay.
So my thing was, it was more about that, and it was just like, if you make it so good, they want that penetration. Then when you don't, and you be like,
So you're saying you would go down on a woman and then just be like, "Yo, I'm good."
or just be like, I'm good. Like,
I knew he would.
I think
know
that'll
he
be a
would.
dangerous
I knew
thing in
he would.
2023.
I know he would.
see, that's what I said. But back
would,
then, it was
Yeah.
a little,
That
little
I
different.
hear where you're coming from, but in 2023, that might be Ulrich, what say you?
But going down on.
Don't go down on these women.
Actually, it's weird. One night stands, I might end up going down on more than women I date.
So you're saying you're dating a woman and you barely go down?
No, because what
we talked about this before. You said once a month, you good for a once a month going down session.
Yeah, it's not that I'm purposely like. I'm just not. It's just a whole. I don't know, man.
But yet you meet a chick for the first time in a bar and you do.
Oh yeah, I'm all excited and happy. It was like,
This might, Ulrich, this might be where things are failing for you. Respectfully, I would say you meet a chick, especially you, Ulrich, you in the
Oh
bar.
no, not that. So any woman that I've like had the semi dating situation with over the last year, that hasn't been the situation. I'm talking about the ones who have been experiencing me going as I haven't gone forward with. Does that make sense?
No, I don't know what you just said.
So in other words, I think you were insinuating that the issues with, because I've been having a lot of stops and starts when it comes to flings and meeting people.
Right.
And with the people who I've dated through an extended period of time, or not even extended, just more than the one night stand, that it hasn't been the case where it started off with me going down on.
Okay. Let me just tell you,
All right,
gentlemen.
sorry.
Okay, take it from an OG right here. Don't eat these women out. Don't do it. It ain't worth it because there's too many simps. You see what you talk about, Daniel B, is old.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah, it is.
old.
Yeah.
You go down on a chick, you hit you hit the spot, and you just gonna chill, maybe play a little video game, and maybe you gonna say, listen, let me put you in an Uber, holler at me later in the week. I get that mentality, that's over.
Oh yeah. I'm not, but
You
that's what I'm saying,
cannot
yeah.
meet a woman in 2023 and go down on her. You go down on a woman in 2023, you basically letting her know that you're beta and that you think that she's what she talked about. You think she's beautiful. You're gonna want to help her with some goals. You might even want to help her pay some bills. Don't do it.
Yeah, but all right.
You only go. Let me tell you something, man. You only go down on a woman that you are looking to wife. And even if you, as a recreation, if you got recreation in your heart and you say, I like to go down on a woman just for fun, you do that with somebody who you got on the bench. You got somebody on the bench and you like to make her, you like to do that with her or whatever have you. You don't meet no chick in no bar.
Yep.
Okay, you don't meet no chick in no club or no library or on the line for such and such, and within a certain amount of time you're going, no, that's playing yourself. That's playing yourself. I would honestly say, can I keep it even more real? I would say you can actually you can eat the groceries before you go down on them.
I don't even understand that logic.
The groceries,
Eating that.
I know,
Yeah.
the logic of it. I know, I get, I know what it
I'm
is.
saying
I know
that if you ate the groceries, you just a nasty nigga. You just a nasty nigga who don't give a F and you don't even care about this person and what she even thinks of you. But if you're going down on the front part, and we're not talking about groceries, you played yourself and you beta. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't meet these chicks in no bar, Ulrich, and go down on them that night. Don't you do it.
But
Don't you
when
do it
there's more
because they are gonna not respect you even if it's on a
Bro,
subconscious level.
It's
Don't.
there's
do
not
it.
circumstances.
You're
where
better
we're
off
no,
eating the groceries
listen,
than going down on these
These
women.
are not circumstances where we're making out and I'm just kissing down their titties onto their kissing their stomach, kissing their upper thighs. Where it's not an experience like that. It's just some freaky ass experiences. We 69. It's just freaky
Don't do it.
shit.
Don't do it. It's not gonna last. They're on a
I don't care about it
subconscious,
last.
on a
But he
subconscious
doesn't want it to
level.
last. I get it. He doesn't want it to last. He
Yeah,
wanted it
on
to
a
last
sub-
for that moment.
No,
Yeah, but and then in that
Ulrich
moment,
does.
you're so like
Yeah.
the inhibitions is all gone. You don't give a fuck. It's like you're not thinking about it. Oh man, I love her. Oh, this pussy is the last
And
pussy I
what,
ever want to
what this
taste.
girl is talking about is again that woman. So it's
Yeah,
not,
you're
it's-
just having a
it's not
time.
something-
You're just
yeah.
like it's like la 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 la. You're not even thinking about that shit.
Think about it and don't do it again. All right? Because they ain't gonna respect you. Like me with my clients. Like me with my clients. You know, I don't give deals. You know, I never give deals with my clients. It's because I know that they're gonna, on a subconscious level, not respect me. This is what these women are doing. On a subconscious level, they're not gonna respect you. No longer should you ever do that. That should be the last thing. You should be able to be with a woman 90 days and never do that. And have her whole head fucked up. Why this dude don't do that for me?
I mean, if I get time out, if you have to think that much where you have to give your ass a time, that means this bitch is giving you have a syllabus in your mind. And that bitch is you're acting out. You're acting when you think it's best, and not acting what is naturally.
Wait. We can
inclined
have
to
both
act.
of y'all standing, and I'm sitting because that looks weird.
No, because we still.
I'm not lazy. Come on.
No, we thought we
All
was
right,
gonna
we're
finish
gonna
it.
do that one. Come on. I don't want to look lazy. Come
All
on.
right, fine.
Dang, you brought these chairs. I'm not lazy.
Don't be so eager to have sex with her. No. Sex? What is sex? You need to act like sex is the last thing on your mind, and that you
This is what
do.
Daniel was talking about. Daniel B.
You love the sex stuff. Don't
Don't
so
be eager to have sex with her.
No. Sex? What is sex? You need to act like sex is the last thing on your mind, and that you know you're not like there for the sex. Obviously, you are there for the sex. But all men are acting like so thirsty. Please let me lick your pussy, let me fuck, you know. If you are the guy that's acting like sex is the last thing on your mind, she's gonna be like, wait, it doesn't see me as that sexual, it doesn't think my booty big enough. She's gonna start wondering like what's wrong with you, like there's nothing wrong. You're gonna come up as somebody that's different because most men wanna fucking fuck right away, you know? I'm not saying don't try nothing. Like for example, you can like be making out and then she's like, no, stop, not right now. A lot of men are gonna like try to pursue and convince and keep on going, no, let me kiss you some more until the girl is wet enough where she's like, okay, I can take it, like take it. You know? No. What you do when she pull back a little bit, you're like, I'm chilling too, like, I don't care, like I was just kissing you, hey, you don't wanna go there right now. You don't have to voice it. You just be chilling. She say, okay, let's calm it down. Yeah, let's calm it all the way down. You don't press the issue because sex is the last thing on your mind, supposedly. And watch how she's gonna react. She's gonna try to convince you actually, yo, my pussy good. I don't know why you don't want it. I'm telling you, when women think that you don't really want to fuck, they're gonna try to chase you. They're gonna try to convince you that you really want them buns. Yes. Number 12.
Yo, all right. Out of everything she said, that was completely honest. That was the truest.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
100%
I love it.
fact. That was a.
Come
that
on,
was
come
a
on, come on, guys.
That was a fact. That was a fact.
Daniel B, maybe you sit on that. Yeah.
Out of
You gotta come
everything, yeah.
closer though. Hold on.
There was nothing that she said, but everything else
Hold
was a
on,
little
Ulrich.
skeptical.
Hold on. Let's just take a second.
Thank you for telling me to take a deep breath.
Thank you.
I'm calm.
Daniel B, this woman is saying what you just said. This is why I was saying the flip side of what you said earlier. Now, this is where you come in. What I refer to many, many years is called decontrol. And you gotta have decontrol. I will never beg a woman, and I stopped doing that in my 20s. And we're talking about like 22 years old, 23 years old. I was like, I'm never begging again. I'm never gonna be like, just a tip. Come on, please. Just kiss it a little bit. Put your head right here. Come on. I stopped that. Because let me tell you, when you have that decontrol, they can't help themselves but want you more. What say you, Daniel B?
Again, she found my journal that I had when I was younger, and she just read everything. You know, she's just saying it correctly.
She's plagiarizing you.
Yeah, totally. But she more than likely felt it, or some guy really gave her that knowledge, because she's absolutely correct. When you can control yourself around that type of woman, at least the way I used to think about it. No, I don't know about any woman, but if you control yourself on that level with that, remember, everybody wants to have sex with her. This woman, everyone wants, and you're sitting there saying, "No, I'm good."
Right.
So she's now like, what's wrong with me? It's sad to say, but
Well,
that's
you
the
might be the
mentality.
first man that ever held back.
Exactly.
What say you, Ulrich?
Wait, which part?
Say no to the
To having
reject
sex.
the sex. Don't, like, in other words, Thursday you're going on a date. Reject the sex.
Ari's like, I'm not rejecting no
I don't know,
sex.
no, it's not even that. I wouldn't reject it. Like, if a woman is, I think what she was describing as a woman playing games, and a woman kind of being like coy, like, oh, I'm not sure if I should do this. Don't be all thirsty and try to beg her to. Then
Right,
fall
right.
back. Then she's gonna go towards you.
Right.
I agree with that. I experienced that. That what she's saying 100% works. Almost 100% of the time.
When you pull back, when they pull back.
100% of the time.
All right.
To the point where it's more if a woman starts to such a fallback. I don't pursue as much anymore. But then sometimes it can get weird because then it can seem like I'm being really cold all of a sudden. But still, it's what she says. Out of every piece of advice that she gave, that piece of advice I truly observed it to work every single time.
This reminds me of a joke. There's a father bull hanging out with his son bull, and they're grazing on the top of a mountain. And they look down at the pasture and they go, the son says, Dad, look at all those cows. Man, those cows look good. Why don't we run down there and fuck one of them cows? And the father bull says, son, let's walk down and fuck them all.
What's to comment on that?
I have
That's-
no words. I'm left speechless with that.
Decontrol is all I'm saying. Come on. It's almost done.
Another tough one, don't hit her up after sex. Yes, I know it sounds bad, or you can kind of like ignore her for a little bit. I know it sounds terrible. But I'm not saying you're ghosting her all the way. She just needs to know that, sex was cool, but it's not what's on your mind. So she can text you, or you can tell her, hey, don't be a stranger.
This is my comeback. Start yours up.
For her to come and text you, but what you need to do is not text her. You make sure you do not text her, because the moment you text her, especially if it's like right after, a day or two after, she's gonna be like, oh yeah, this pussy was so good. That's why he's back and he wants some more. He's trying to take me out to see if he can get some more. You don't want her to put that in her head. In a way, you don't even act like the pussy was good. Even if you were like drowning in the pussy and you're like, oh my God, you need to act like the pussy was kind of regular. Don't tell her your pussy was regular, but you gotta act like it was all good. Like, yeah, I had better than them, you gotta play it cool. Number 13, be random when you text her or.
Do not text her after sex. What say you, Ulrich?
I don't know if I have a principle drawn directly to that, because I think at times I've been nice, because I'm a big proponent. You treat a hoe a little bit like a housewife. Because I feel bad for hoes. Something they probably had a tough.
Beta.
No, that's not beta.
Sorry.
That's my principle. I don't want. It's more beta to treat 9s and 10s like princesses because they're 9s and 10s. I do it out of principle and compassion, because I feel like I don't tell them it's the best time I had, but with some, if especially if they text you first, I want to ignore them and make them feel.
Well,
good.
she said let them text you first.
Oh well, they
she
don't.
says-
I don't text them first. Oh, okay.
She says never text them first. They have to text you, and even if it's days go by, you don't text them first.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. If they do text me first. I feel awkward texting me first. Like I had a nice time, and I'm less inclined to text first. I agree.
So you don't text first after sex.
No, but I do. But I'm not. But I'm nice to them. I'll kiss them. I'll text them back. I'll say, "Oh, I had a great time. Thanks for doing whatever." But yeah, it was great too. You were great. You know what I'm saying?
Because she's not talking about not texting them back. She's just saying you do not text them after sex. What say you, Daniel B?
Man, that was a past life. But no, I do understand where she's coming from. It was like when she said you got to treat sex, even if it was good, you got to treat it like it was okay. You can't let them know like, oh wow, this is the best I had. And I get that. I mean, but again, I don't. It's a game. I'm glad I was able to age out of it. But no, I remember when, I'm gonna be honest, story time. When this girl was in bed with me, she was doing all these sexual, like she did a backflip. And I remember she looked at me and she was like, why you do not seem impressed? And I had to be honest. That's when I knew something was wrong. I was like, I just had this done yesterday with someone else.
Nice.
Damn, why would you say that?
I don't know if I said it, if I thought it. And I think maybe I thought it. I probably didn't say it. But in my mind,
from what I know of you, Daniel B, you might have said it.
it might have said it. It might have slipped. But and that's when I realized, ooh, this is not me. You know, like there's more. You know, but she was so still like I couldn't believe it. She just got back on like I gotta be better. In her mind, like she had something to prove now.
Yeah.
So it was less about me and it was more about her proving that her sex was better than
anyone else you're ever gonna get.
Exactly. And it's not. And once you get to that point, I tell everyone this: if sex is your goal, just like money, it becomes nothing.
Right.
It becomes
If sex is your goal, like money, it becomes nothing.
It's just the same. There's nothing special about it. It becomes valueless. Think about it. It's like, you know, it just becomes, one day is the same as the other. There's nobody that special. Ain't nobody that's like, oh my, you know, like it's even the special ones. You're like, I can find another special one. You know, and that was kind of one of the turning points for me. But what she's saying, if that's the angle that you're going at, yes. It's unfortunate if you have to, but yes, she's absolutely correct.
Right?
I have something I want to say about that. Like, it's so true to distance yourself from the norm and what everyone else is doing. You're going to find yourself with these women in your 20s and your 30s. You're going to find yourself with these women in your 40s and in your 50s, and it doesn't really change. These women out here are dealing with men that are texting, calling, promising, hoping, wishing, and praying. But the guy who says, you alright, he's the one who gets thought about. He's the one who she will have that fire burning for. And it's disturbing, of course. It needs to be therapy involved, of course. And we need to love ourselves, of course. And speaking for them, loving themselves. Because what happened is you have a group of men who have said, hey, how you doing? My name is such and such. What's your name? Let's get to know each other. I would like to get to know you. And those men have been pushed to the side. Because those men are genuine. And those men are cool people. And what we're dealing with is a group of women that don't respect that. They don't respect the guy who's not going to come to you with a line. They don't respect the guy who's going to come to you righteous and want to have and not care, like Ulrich. He don't care if you're a tramp and a whore in your previous life. He's going to treat you like a lady. He's going to treat you with some respect. He's going to treat you like you're somebody that matters. Whereas you really don't want to be treated that way. I got distracted by getting up again.
I'm sorry, my
It's only the
apologies.
30th time today.
Nah, I needed some Altoids. My breath is suspect.
I don't know. I didn't smell it.
Yeah, thanks for
All right.
Alright, let's see. What else you got for this lady?
Got two more, I think.
Sometimes you can't even leave her on red. If you're bold enough, leave her on fucking red for
Don't text her.
Like, oh my god. You need to act like the pussy was kind of regular. Don't tell her your pussy was regular, but you gotta act like it was all good. Like, yeah, I had better kind of, you know, you gotta play it cool. Don't be cutting, be random when you text her, or sometimes you can't even leave her on red. If you're bold enough, leave her on fucking red for a day, and then you come back, or you read it in the morning, and then you come back at night. You know, you gotta show her that you are busy. You gotta be unpredictable too. Like, do not start at, you know, you guys be doing that, the good morning every fucking morning. No, now she knows like, oh, it's 8:30 a.m., I'm about to get a text. No, she gotta be like kept on her toes and not knowing what's gonna happen. You text her in the morning, at night, something small, something bigger, like, you know, don't be predictable because women love mystery. So the moment they feel like they know where you stand, or that they know they figured you out, or that they know you really like them, It's kind of like the end of you for those type of bitches. It's the end of you once she knows where you stand. You don't want to text with a pattern. You want her to wonder, like, does he like me? Does he not? Like, I'm confused. Like, dudes be doing that. I'm telling you, and I'm telling you, it works because some women are just gonna be like, oh my God, I'm so intrigued. It's dumb. Me, I want you to text me all day long, but a lot of guys, they be just texting randomly, and women are like, okay, I like this. Okay, I'm telling you, try it. By you doing that, she's gonna see you as high value because you got shit going on and you don't have like an alarm clock. 8:30. Oh, let me text. You know, it's not like that. It's just more like random when you find time or when you think about her. Oh, let me hit her up. You know. And number 14, last one. Don't be so excited to get to know her. Like, she's regular. You need to put in your mind she's regular. Yeah, she's hella good. She looks good or whatever, but she's regular. Yes, that's how.
We can't speed through that last one. Sorry, guys. It's to be
Alarm
random.
clock. 8:30. Oh, let me text. You know, it's not like that.
Okay. This I really would like to know what Ulrich has to say about this
Me?
because she's talking about like everything that we talk about, right? Like this is like kind of like it's like you're in this world right now of the good morning texts and how you're doing things. Like I don't know if you're not in the good morning text stage, but it might be coming soon. You know what I mean? So what do you think? What do you do, Ulrich? What are you going to do, especially now, listening to this woman talk about how you don't want to give the good morning text to the woman. You want to actually wait hours, even the next day, she said, to text a woman. What say you, Ulrich, on that?
I mean, I think you should have a precedence that you set. Now, I've been in like situations where a chick with good morning text me, and I would indulge them back if they're saying good morning. I don't want to be, hurt their feelings. But if I would feel bad if I stopped that trajectory and she started getting that trajectory, but I wouldn't be the one to say good morning. But I would ignore if she said good morning. It's just dickish. But I don't know if I ever got to a point where I would I don't know. I'd even have to regiment my text. I don't even think she's talking about regimenting your text, and like this is another issue I have with all her rules. She's talking to you how to dick. If you're normally that way, if you're like a good morning texter, I mean you should try it because I'm.
Who are we talking about? You or the woman? Who are you talking about right now?
If a person's a good morning texter, she's saying.
No, I want to know about you then. Who are you? A good morning texter?
No, not at all. But I'm saying, again, I would indulge.
If they good morning you, you would good morning them back.
I wouldn't just ignoring them for the purpose of being like, hey, I can't be available in the
That's
morning.
where you have to. This is where the change in 2023 comes in.
Yeah,
The game has to be played, especially if you're just smashing.
I'm not a game player, man.
I respect that. I respect that. All right. I honestly respect
if
that.
I feel like if I want to say good morning, I'll say good morning. If not, I'm not.
You're not gonna wait. You're not gonna wait till the next day to say, "Yo, thanks for that good morning text yesterday."
I'm not above pettiness. In other words, I've had a woman not text me back for over a day, right? A woman I hooked up with, or something like that. And this is the woman you met.
I remember.
And then I wouldn't text her back for the same day and a half, and then I'd respond after. So I'm not.
So you respond to. You know how to be petty.
Yeah, I can be just. Yeah, so I guess that in a weird way, that's kind of my pettiness kind of facilitates or expresses the same bitch assness that I'm against. So I don't know. So it's tough. People are strange. I don't know what else to say.
Right. Daniel Bean, this woman is saying that you should not be good morning texting no chick that is thinking that she's too cute for the world and everybody's feeling her and she got so many of the people following her and she's at the club and she's got a following and she's, popping. She's a boss chick. She thinks she all that. She thinks she's cute. Maybe she might be cute. Maybe she just thinks she's cute. What say you on that?
I think if you built up to that point where she'll feel like that text is special, and she knows that she won't hear from you probably for the rest of the day. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I used to do the good morning text, but I would literally do a group text. Like I would just do cut and paste, cut and paste, cut and paste. So like
Me too.
to the whole.
I remember
roster.
one time I was down to like 7 good mornings.
Yeah,
and
I
7
think I was
good
at 8 or
nights.
9. Yeah. It
was ridiculous.
And they all respond, "Oh, thank you, good morning, you. What you got planned for the day?" And that's what bothered me. It's like, oh, I left, led to that, and that's when I didn't answer. It's like, come on, it's just too much. It's a lot to maintain.
I think she's definitely speaking for the modern woman right now, And I think the last thing, if I was in that dating world, I would never text good morning. I would never text good night. And if they text me good morning, she would hear back from me a day and a half later. But, here's the but. If I reached out to a woman and she didn't get back to me within an hour, I wouldn't talk to her ever again. I wouldn't allow a woman to play the game that this woman is talking about playing. I wouldn't allow that game to be played on me.
That's understandable. I think beforehand I think I would have, and now I'm actually moving more towards kind of that way, in just in that terms of
Yeah,
I was
because
giving
these
them a
women,
benefit of the doubt
these
too
women
much.
are trying to play men in the way where our brains don't think like a woman. We don't think and imagine the woman to be this thing that she's not. We want to create her to be what we want, but we're not imagining her and then trying to think like we're not gonna. I don't even know if I would like to be friends with a guy who's thinking about a woman all day. Okay, and women are thinking about men all day. They're wondering, and they're breaking down the text messages to their friends. They're doing all these kind of
They
different
look at
things.
the time. They actually putting in nautical symbols
That's a
in.
little crazy.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Well,
no,
yeah.
It is.
Yeah. So let me just tell you, I like what this woman is putting out there. She deserves the almost million views that's on this. And I do agree with you. Oh, wait, I'm giving a synopsis. We have one more to go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's just more like random when you find time or when you think about her, oh, let me hit her up, And number 14, last one, don't be so excited to get to know her. Like, she's regular. You need to put in your mind, she's regular. Yeah, she's hella good, she looks good or whatever, but she's regular. Yes, that's how you need to fucking treat her, as a regular fucking human. And she kind of have like to prove herself to you that she deserves your attention and all that shit. Yes. So, when you text her to go out, don't be like overly excited, blah, blah. Just, I'm telling you all the time, text is for business. So text her, hey, you want to go this time, there, la, 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 be ready. She says yes, that's it. Don't put hella emojis, which is a little feminine for a lot of people. So that's it. You just ask her out in a regular way, not, hey, I would love to take you out because you're so beautiful and I'll do this for you. Like, stop. Hey, are you available tonight, 9 p.m. right there? Yes, I'll see you there. That is it. Don't be overly excited.
That's what I said earlier. I said the same thing earlier.
Hopefully this video was helpful. You can like, share, you can also subscribe to my Patreon at
See, she does car
www.patreon.com/MennyMonaco.
And she drives a
She
real
have
fast.
OnlyFans?
I can hit up EXO and at Melly.
Patreon.
Yes.
It's
All
a
right.
higher
Well,
version
thank you
of it.
guys. Hopefully
Yeah,
you are having
Patreon.
a great day. It is really sunny out here in California, and I will talk to you soon. Tomorrow. Bye.
That was great. I have to give her kudos. Great show. I think she did really, really well. She said that she left the professional. Matter of fact, let's switch. Let Daniel sit here and you go there for the next 5 minutes, if you don't mind. Because we don't need Daniel to get up and walk off.
I got things to do. I'm busy. I'm moving and shaking.
Yeah. You was in the mirror a lot too.
Yeah.
But anyway, I want to hear from you guys. Last words. Let's go with Daniel B.
I think she's absolutely correct, but I want people to remember that is a game that you're playing. And you should be looking for the woman who you don't have to play those games with.
Mm.
And if you have to play those games with, it's going to be temporary. It's a car rental. It's a lease. You want the finance to own, and that's good quality. That is something. These women look good. It's like having a Range Rover. It looks good, but when that warranty's up, you can't afford to fix it, and it's trash.
Using the car analogy, I love that.
That's it.
Boom, great freaking
I can't say it any better. I completely agree with him. I would paraphrase it, but that was beautifully put.
Paraphrase.
I agree with
you
you.
have to give me the last word.
So I think this woman is her advice. I think there's some points where that's honest, and some points like especially that one point in I even forgot the point I agree with. But there was one point I especially agree with.
The
and
sex.
The sex part, you being not so aggressive sexually, that would make them more aggressive towards you sexually. I agree with that. The rest of her advice, I feel like there can be the rest of her advice is not for people who want anything positive in their life. I think it's to gamble. It's like giving somebody advice to. I'll do another analogy. It's giving somebody advice to gamble on a high stakes game or something like that. In other words, they're saying it's not likely you're going to be successful in this, but here's what you want to do if you want to play the slots in this point. So I don't think it's going to help anybody. I think the people she's talking to is not going to is they're so far away from some people being attracted to them. Because I think watching videos, the people who watch videos like this don't get the girls he's talking about, personally. So that's my
Elvis,
last
what do
word.
you have to say?
People, yeah, and maybe that's a bigger indicator on these advice videos. People who need to knowledge and need to list down this advice, they're probably not successful as people that just execute this in their own personal way. Who knows?
I have to push back on that, Ulrich. I think this was brilliant, and I think she's speaking to all men in today's dating world. Because nowadays in this dating world, the chick you wife, you gotta play games with. It's unfortunate.
You gotta play
The chick you wife, let me just say this. If she has an Instagram, if she has any social media, then you're gonna have to play some type of game. I don't care how nice and sweet she might be and wife material she might be. You still better not go down on her right away. You still better not text her right away. You still have to play by some rules. It's not a game, it's rules. Rules are here, right now, to help succeed in this dating world. She is providing a huge blueprint that we all men can benefit from, because you need to have D-control. You need to not be texting. And when you get it, you don't need to be acting like it's all that. That is probably something you have to do even with the one you're going to wife. Even the one you're going to wife, you better play the game. Because women right now, they are in a whole nother space and mind and time. And they're looking at things in a way that we as men cannot understand.
Well, the difference between me and you, Elvis, I'll negotiate with terrorists.
And my thoughts is I'd rather wait for the one where I don't have to play that game, no matter how long it takes, because that's the genuine one.
Well, good thing you're living alone for all your life. There you go. So you're good. Okay? You're living alone all your life, and I say that respectfully. You're a bachelor. You're a little younger than me. Respect your elders, but I have to tell you this: you're living alone, sir, and If you're waiting for the woman that you don't have to play the game with, not a good plan. You're gonna play a little bit more games, even though a lot of this stuff was your past, because that was just for you to smash. But you're gonna have to play a little bit games if you're trying to get you somebody to fill up the other side of your king size bed over there. What do you have? A king size bed, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you're alone in that bed because you ain't trying to play no games.
I roll over a lot. It works.
No. I disagree. I'm Big Elvis the Chef Rosenberg,
I'm Ulrich.
Daniel B.
and I love you. Donate in the description. Don't be a prude. Boom.